Alrighty then, chat room. You know what time of the week it is. It's Thursday. It's not Sunday. And that means it's time for Real Graps issue 62. As always, I'm Gardy, your host, and I'm here with Tux, and we will take you through the week in wrestling. And I mean, we was talking about it a little bit before we went live a little bit ago. If you only watched WWE this week, you are hungry as fuck. Like it's crazy. Your plate got crumbs and dirt on it. If you watched AEW this week, you well fed, you fat as fuck.
Actually well fed as fuck. Good graps. Good go homes. Well, I guess we still haven't. I didn't even know they were doing a collision before Revolution. I think that's kind of crazy, but good go home with the fucking asterisk next to it. Like that's good as fuck. I will give everybody PSA. I ain't watched nothing federal this week.
Good. That shit happen.
At most, I'll go back and watch that Cody match with Drew because I think
no.
Niggas posted a video of him holding the title, talking about them saxophones getting louder.
Okay, but the match doesn't even reflect that.
Oh my god.
And I'll talk about that when we get into Smackdown, but the match doesn't reflect any of the storytelling over the past 4 months, by the way. It is very much like these. This is the most last match I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, this is the last match in their saga, yet it feels like this probably should have been the first.
In terms of just like how it was put together?
Yes. This shit is fucking crazy.
That's why Zarka deader than dead. I mean, yeah, you can't. I mean, listen, I heard the NXT men's division is getting better.
Who said that? Right?
But
whoa.
They got some hoopers. I've been seeing they've been posting some niggas on my timeline. I've been seeing some people.
Who? Name some names.
Yano Carver, right?
Okay. Guy hasn't wrestled.
Sean Legacy.
Okay, guy that they kept in Evolve Purgatory for as long as humanly possible. Okay.
I heard that little Ethan Page, Ricky Saints team up is real entertaining. That's what I heard.
I mean, I guess it's just two heels willing to be stupid and goofy.
Which is good, right? That's entertaining drops that I don't think them niggas had for me since I lost my 3 boys. So it's obviously not gonna be my 3 boys, but that's a little something that could bring me back to the.
This guy's fucking insane. Like he's genuinely fucking nuts.
Mind you, Sean Legacy in the speed division. Well, that's good information because I don't watch WWE Speed. Industry Plant, yeah, you don't respect it. Oh, she's talking about Paige and Saints. See, I don't even know if they're committed like that. I think they're just stupid.
No, but it's literally Industry Plant because they went from literally hating each other to Ricky turning heel on Javon like a month or 2 ago, and them niggas handshaking and kikiing.
I know, I remember this. It was Ricky went up to Ethan and was just like, we're the only people that could hold this division down, like for real.
Yeah, like, and because Ego is stupid and literally likes anybody that says nice things about him. He's like, hold on, you might not be too wrong. I might have knocked some sense into you. Thanks, man. That shit is fake news, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some stuff. The women's division. Now I'll tell you, I have no idea what's going on over there.
Well, women's division.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
It's very much we are trying to make you like Soruka as much as possible. Soruka is quite literally King Arthur at the current moment.
Are they setting up a Zarka program, like them fighting each other? Because I could have swore no.
I mean no, because it's melded into the current title picture. So I very much doubt that this will continue past anything. Once Soul wins the belt. If anything, what's probably going to happen is that next week, Soul will win the belt. And then Zarya will probably get, or better yet, JC probably pins Zarya, takes her out of the equation completely. And then Soul gets since Soul wasn't pinned, we go to Stand and Deliver 2 weeks later. Or not even 2 weeks later, literally the following week. And Soul wins there. And then King Arthur finally pulls the fucking sword out of the stone. Like, Zarya is very much a means to an end. Like, they never... She was never... Is it 2 weeks? Because I know the week after it's the 31st... No, yeah! Because next week is yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. It's 2 weeks away. Yeah, Triple Threat is next Tuesday, and then 2 weeks later is Stand and Deliver. So yeah, they'll probably have, like I said, JC Survive. I keep getting fucked up because I don't remember what week is what, because these things are so close together. Because it's weird. They're doing the MSG show, and then later that week is Stand and Deliver. So it begs the question: why wasn't Stand and Deliver just in New York or something?
It's a great question.
But then I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, women's division is very much Kendall Gray exists, and Soruka is King Arthur, and nobody else matters at the moment. Lola Vice is popping in and out. Like you know how like when you have your render distance like super down, so so things just pop in and out. Like every so often you walk a little bit too far and Lola Vice pops in and then you walk back.
They gotta just call her up already.
I think they should too. Cause
for the mix tag with Waypop Man.
Fuck me. Oh no, because that guy has R-Truth as a tag partner, so. Oh, that's not moving you?
I memory hold that. I definitely saw the tweet while I was out doing shit because niggas were upset. They're like, "What do you mean R-Truth? Waypop Man, #1 contenders for our tag titles. We used to go to war with Motor City Machine Guns," and then I closed my phone. I was like,
"Oh yeah, guess who? Them niggas is on the outs apparently."
On the outs?
Yeah, we'll talk about
like
it.
On the oh.
We will talk about it.
What company do you think this is, buddy?
No, it's because niggas kept calling Damian Priest the bisexual Undertaker.
I remember that. That shit was funny. And then he tanked his stock somehow. I don't know how that happened.
This shit
gotta get his shit back. Get this picture off the screen. Man.
Whoa, which one? What happened?
Oh, no.
What? No, what are we talking about? What happened?
No Souls X. Let's just...
Nobody told her to wear that, by the way. I want you to know and understand. Nobody told her to wear that.
Let's get the show started. Run me through Smackdown. What happened? What's all important?
Yeah, I mean we could go right into Smackdown. Nothing happened.
Oh.
We opened up with a Randy Orton promo. Randy basically said, "No news corner." I mean, we could do a news corner.
Oh, never mind. My fault. I forgot about that. This one's gonna be pretty ugly.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of
Billy.
Oh fuck yeah!
Billy.
Wow, I wasn't even thinking about that one.
Running from the Gabe Kidd Willow Nightingale rumors. Now, if I wanted to run from anything in the news corner, it would be the lashings I have to give my greatest of all time. Okay. The Gabe Kidd Willow Nightingale rumors are still rumors. I'm safe. I'm wearing my Willow Nightingale jacket right now. I'm safe as fuck. I'm cozy as fuck.
I don't think that's what that means, but go ahead.
That's how that works. What do we got first for news?
You said it.
Started Billy Goat.
We start with the Billy Goat. Go ahead.
So, my favorite wrestler, one of, William Ospreay, helped put together a all women's wrestling show called. I think the promotion is called Eve. I think it was Wrestle Queendom.
Correct. Wrestle and Queendom, correct. 8.
8. Talking about some 13. Wrestle Queendom 8 over in the UK. I believe it was this past weekend, and it went really well. People were kind of upset that nigga kept showing up and doing shit, but hey, that nigga is itching to get back into the ring. You can't really blame him. However, he's also this part is important, so I need people to understand this. Will Ospreay is just a nigga from the UK. He's a road man, like straight up. Like he has more than one pair and more than one color of full Adidas tracky in the closet. All right? You know? So it's like, of course, he's going to insert himself into women's business because he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Right? But I also do believe he was just having a spot of fun. I kind of am a fan of like whoever it is, the GM comes out after the time limit expires and goes 5 more and then pulls the crowd and then they give him 5 more. I kind of like that, but I understand there's time and a place. And that's not it. But, the event wrapped up. mad good graps. A lot of AEW stars showed out. This was also really big because this was the return of the wrestler formerly known as Dakota Kai, now known as Charlie. She made her ring re-debut after quite some time off. And I forgot who she wrestled. Might have been Statlander. That sounds right, but I'll look it up. So Charlie made her ring re-debut, and it was fun. Good vibes. Everybody was happy, right? So then Billy Goat. I guess this nigga is just like not an old soul, but like well, something that people used to do for fighting games after like a big tournament. These niggas would do like shout out threads, just like everybody, just because niggas had so much love and like happiness in their hearts.
It was
right?
a community effort type deal. So
community effort, everybody would shout each other out, so people knew where the recognition went, so people can get their proper thing. Because for a lot of things, you kind of just like it's out of pocket. Niggas got to put up money. Nobody really turns a profit on it. So it's just like, the least we could get is a shout out, right? So this nigga goes to Twitter. He goes to shouting people out. He shouts out a lot of people. One such person, Paul Robertson, also known as Robbo or Robbie or something like that, something of the sort. And everybody was like, "Hey man, isn't this guy not a good person? Isn't he bad?" Now, not a good person, what does that mean? I'll say it straight up. It was rumored that, and I wasn't there for this, so I can't fully speak as to like how accurate or inaccurate it was. But he was essentially caught hanging out with, and then I think made out with a minor, and then they exchanged like not family friendly text. And then nigga got caught by the parent. The parent was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then he blocked said minor. And then when the news came out during, I forget what the specific wrestling Me Too movement was called, he didn't deny anything. From what I read, I tried to read around about it. Nigga said he didn't deny anything of which happened, right? And then he just came back. Like he just started showing back up at shit. Niggas just swept it under the rug. No accountability. No, hey, I went and did this, and I apologize to victim. Blah blah blah. He didn't even try doing that legwork. It was just I'm just here now, right? So the Eve niggas then issued a statement. I don't know if I posted it in Firefist City. I don't know if I posted it in the Field House, but from what I remember, I saw it was posted yesterday. Them niggas said, "Hey, the TLDR, like the emotional TLDR for me, and I think Fightful posted about it. So let me see if I can go find it. But the TLDR was, hey nigga, we know that y'all are upset. However, that's one of our producers, and we're broke, so we're just gonna kind of look past it, right? And it didn't really address any of the issues. Like it wasn't anything substantial. It was just kind of like, hey, we hear you, and that's it. But it was very lengthy and not at all like. Well, these niggas post so fucking much. I can just go to the website. I think. Wrestling. Fuck some fucking Jade Cargill on my screen.
Wow, who did that? That was crazy.
No, I'm not talking about our screen. I'm talking about fucking Fightful. I don't think. All right, well, I can't find it because there's just so much shit here, and I think my brain is about to explode. But it was a lot of like not fun stuff about like them not really addressing any of the concerns people had. They didn't even actually post it anywhere. They posted it in a Discord, like in the Eve Discord. And so they didn't care. And everybody was getting on Will's ass because he like directly shouted him out. Whereas like for the most part, people tend to have shame about things like that. Like if it comes out later that nigga was backstage, it's one thing. It's still not great, but it's like you're shouting him out with your whole chest. Like what the fuck is going on?
You put this nigga in people's faces.
Yeah, and he talked about how he like specifically wanted him there, and it's just like, bro, like what's going on? But the upsetting part is that like this isn't the first time that Will Ospreay has kind of like been spoken out against the what I forget the name of the movement, but like spoken out against it and being like, oh, this is just hearsay. We don't know, in favor of his boys just because they're his boys, right? A lot of his old tweets resurfaced and they didn't look good. Him being a Johnny Depp truther and all that. And another thing that, well, not another thing, but And it's one thing to err on the side of like, all right, I will let things play out because I really don't have all the facts, and obviously the justice system isn't good, but like I will just wait for everything to come out before I take like a surefire stance. Um, but it was just the way that some of his tweets came off. They came off extremely. I'll just be straight up, dude, bro, and that's what he is. He's a roadman. So it's like, of course, he's going to talk like that. But it's just like this is all the shit that people don't like from, I guess, the alternative, the other company, right? Obviously, the company that you work for is one where people, I guess, wrestle better. They wrestle quicker. Things are tighter. Things don't have as much fluff. There's not as much sports entertainment. Yes, that's a big proponent of why people like your promotion. But the other part of it is that you know that the people that you're supporting, well, maybe not know, but like at the time being, there aren't as many, I guess, big scandals around surrounding this promotion where people don't want to support it monetarily, right? But the fact that you're doing this shit, kind of like, it's fucking Second Tower, man. First it was Hangman, now it's fucking William Ospreay. That's why are you guys doing this shit? Neither of you, well, Will isn't even addressing this shit, but Hangman didn't have a good answer, and it's just like, how hard is it to like take the right steps if that's your boy, right? If you truly believe in like redemption and not leaving people behind and this and that and all of that, why not at least attempt to tell these people, hey, I cannot hang out with you unless you seek help, like professional help. And after you seek professional help, you have to give out like a public apology. And then at most, like at really, really worst, like if you really, really want to, but you probably really, really should, I'm going to like donate financially to like something to help prevent this from ever happening again. Like, like resources and shit like that. But none of these people are even doing that. They're not doing the bare minimum. They're just being like, yeah, that's my homie. He, what's the fucking tweet? I didn't know hella predators, but I hang with them just to see how they mind work. That's what you niggas are doing. Like, what the fuck?
No,
What
that's
is
literally
this?
what you niggas are doing.
Like, there's nothing. We're, the way to, and I don't mean to like say like, oh, these guys should have better PR, but it is just like if you really believe the things that you believe in terms of just like, I can't abandon my friend. He's been there for me through this, and this. I really can't. Then you should be doing things to help him. Actually helping him is like holding his ass to the fire and being like, you need help. That's a fucked up thing you did, but obviously you're not completely irredeemable. It's just a long road back. And guess where that starts? This. And maybe they did do that in private. But the issue is the terrible shit that you're doing is in public. So when the terrible shit that you do is in public, the resolution also has to be in public. I'm just gonna think you're a piece of shit. I can't, I'm not a mind reader. And maybe people can say like, oh, it's not up to us to see people's atonement and shit like that. This could just be a personal thing that he's going through. Brother, the person spoke out about their experiences publicly. You have to at least try. But I don't know. I have long since accepted, since probably like the actual 2020 Meets and Movements, that there are no heroes. They're just people you fuck with, right? You can be a fan of their work for the most part, unless it's really bad. Well, not really bad, but like the freakiness that they're exuding is like baked into the work, and that's like a case by case basis. But a lot of times you can tell. Like that one Act Age nigga, I don't know if I'll ever be able to read that shit again. I'll give it like one more try, but like that's some shit that's his weirdness is baked into that fucking book.
Watsky too.
Who?
Watsky?
Oh yeah. Oh, I had never read that shit to begin with.
Yeah, his shit is
But I'm
literally all
definitely
over the
not.
book.
I'm definitely not now. But thankfully wrestling is less of a thing like that. But it is just like, when you pick up that microphone, I kind of don't want to hear, like, Hangman, niggas not trying to hear shit from me anymore. He's not trying to hear. And because that was his entire character, which is a different scenario. Thankfully, Will's always been like, he's worn his heart out in this of being a fucking roadman. So it's like, all right, well, a roadman having a fucked up best friend like that doesn't surprise me. And I also I don't know if I could be wrong. I think Gabe Kidd is also like that too, to where he also is defending niggas on Twitter that he really shouldn't have.
Yes,
but
he's in there
again, roadman. So it's just upsetting. Mariah May's ex, it's just upsetting. Now it's tough for me because I believe in capital punishment. If you're not going to be public about the steps you're going through and trying to atone for shit like this, we just got to kill you. But obviously, like, I like the promotion. I can only hope, right? I can only fucking hope that with the backlash that they actually, like, somebody somewhere just sits everybody down and is just like, be for real, all right? You know, obviously Will is passionate about it. The Eve producers are passionate about it. They see all the people asking. You know, Will put out this big long thread thanking everybody, right? There is no way that he hasn't seen the backlash from it. It's a nigga that's online. And I understand that a lot of the detractors and a lot of the noise is just going to be people posting fucking, you know, the Lou Ratchet skit, which is a good response. But I hope someone somewhere decides to just read through and be like, hey, here's what we can do, right? You know, it is, for God's fucking sake, nigga, it's a fucking, specifically, Eve is all women show. You don't think that
You can't have that nigga there. No, plain and simple, you can't have that nigga there.
You don't think that, like,
I don't give a fuck if you're running the show. I don't give a fuck if you're booking the show. You can't have that nigga there.
You like.
Tux is trying to rationalize it. I'm gonna say it straight up. Get that nigga out of there. That nigga should have never been in there. He shouldn't even be within 100 feet of that building. And that nigga shouldn't have been there. Straight up.
I think part of the statement from the Eve producers also was like, oh, nobody had any, like, you know, nobody pulled us aside and were like, oh, we feel weird with this nigga around. Listen, I don't. Maybe I'm getting a lot older than I think, but I feel like this is like common sense, right? If there's somebody around that gives weird vibes and it's a work environment, guess what people aren't going to do? Most, like 95% of the time, they're not going to make a scene because of the person. They're just going to put their head down, be like, I just have to get through X amount of hours of this shit and then go home. They're going to try their best to ignore it and then be like, all right, I may not come back to this. They're not going to tell you right now, right? Oh, it may look cool to you, but like you just don't know what people are thinking. That's the thing. You don't know what people are thinking. You don't know what they're masking. Like, that's not how it works. It's such a stupid answer. Like, I don't understand. Like, did he save your life? Or did he take a bullet for you, nigga? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, what? And even then, right? He can do all that atonement stuff I talked about, and he probably still just shouldn't be around. Like, honestly. But that's okay, right? Because something that I learned when a lot of this stuff was happening in Super Smash Bros. Is that, like, you know, your hobby turned to your professional passion. When you fuck up, sometimes it doesn't stay your professional passion forever. Sometimes you do other things. And that's good. That's just life. When you make mistakes at your big ass age, sometimes that's just it. That's just it. You know, you had a good 20 years to fuck up. And 20 is stretching it. Because depending on some of the things you do, you really only have 18 years to fuck up. But once you're in those older age brackets, you can't fuck up anymore. You can't be doing stupid shit. You can't be ruining people's lives anymore. Is this crazy? Also, in the past, Eve has had bullshit. A previous booker was asked, hey, why not book Nyla Rose? And then went, we only have real women on our shows? Okay, well.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's not funny, but that, you know, that puts it more into context, that fucking statement that they put out. Because it's stupid. And them saying shit like that is also stupid. What? Yeah, look, not only, like, people aren't gonna say anything, niggas are walking around talking about some, yeah, that's Will's boy. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, no, that's literally it, right? Like, niggas don't understand. Oh, well, why didn't anybody say anything? Yeah, I'm gonna tell the booker, hey, your mate's a fucking nonce. Get him out of here. I might as well be fired.
He's gonna look me in my eye and say, yeah, I know. Like,
right. he gonna look me in my eye and say, yeah, I know, and all of a sudden, I can't reach this nigga.
It's just crazy. Like, it's insane. But, I don't know. You know, it does sour me on Osprey a lot. And I can't, you know, people are like, oh my god, AEW is like, hang with pedophiles in, and it's just like, listen, I understand. I do think that we have to get to a point. I understand Twitter jokes are funny, right? I too love a good lashing on the timeline, and there's another lashing we'll get to when we get to the Monday Night Raw section. That's way funnier. But there are times where we have to lock in and be like, all right, it's not time to make jokes. It's time to just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, write your feelings out. There's a nigga that wrote a little Substack post about why the Hangman shit is upsetting. I think that tweet is that post is probably worth like 30 tweets if it gets to the right nigga. You know, maybe they bring it up to Tony. I don't think he's gonna do anything, but he pulls Hangman aside. Hey, next time you get caught on some stupid shit, have an actual fucking answer ready. Fuck, nigga got caught with an actual journalist one time, and now look what happened to him. You're dumb as fuck. You're dumb as fuck.
This shit is crazy.
If we ever get journalists, this sport is finished. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
Not happening because we have fucking Sean Ross Sapp. So we're
fucking ball liquor supreme. Yeah, I fucking hate that guy. I said it. I understand Mike Johnson, bro. I hate Sean Ross Sapp too, man. Fuck that nigga.
Ronan Farrow ain't looking at this. I don't know who that is.
Son,
I guarantee he's not.
Dave showed up on that show for a fucking frame, and the entire internet exploded.
The niggas forget there's a press conference happening?
Dave was there having the time of his fucking life, and here go these niggas. See, I told you he was biased. I told you he's a fucking bootlicker. Meanwhile, Dave talking about, yeah, the show was good.
How we know he ain't paid for a ticket, bro?
No, it doesn't even matter if it was paid or not, man. I want to watch the fucking show. And there was a tweet I retweeted where they were like, yeah, man, he's going to be at Smackdown when they're like in a week or two as well. So just leave that nigga alone. No, but to close up the EU stuff, I can't say nothing else but do better. And you got to understand where people are coming from. Because the Hangman shit was literally the most, like, the way Hangman handled it is the worst way you possibly could. I mean, saying nothing is still bad, but it's less of an evil than saying, yeah, man, you know, that's my dog. He may have done some evil shit, but he's very sorry.
That's Twin Laden, bro.
What do you mean he's very sorry? Why he ain't tell us that? Hello? Why Marty ain't come to the podium? Hello?
Nah.
Fucking shit is nonsense, man. But in some other news, I don't know how to say shorty name. I sound like an asshole reading this out because I've never heard her name spoken before. But WWE's got 2 new signees. Nikki Blackheart. Rain. This is European, so I'm going to sound like an asshole trying to read this out. I'm going to use my very American brain to read this out phonetically and get ridiculed for not just fucking guessing and sounding things, but instead sounding things out. So Rain Leverkusen, cue European laugh track. But yeah, 2 huge pickups. I haven't seen any of their work, but they are highly touted, which means that this is actually pretty good. I mean, they probably had they probably didn't have the option to go to AEW. Not saying everybody should funnel there, but I mean, signing with WWE is honestly just as good. It's a stable job. In WWE, you have more opportunity because they have more shows, and I mean, WWE is in need of people to fill the slots of the women that they've been trying to build up for the last 4 years. So, I mean, even if they're trying to fill those slots, if you guys are fucking good, you'll probably go up before them anyway. Like, I can definitely see Nikki Blackheart go to the main roster before Lola Vice, nigga.
Which is crazy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Watch out. It's not.
You don't think they can use her on SmackDown?
Who, Lola Vice?
Yeah.
To do what, nigga? What does Lola Vice bring to SmackDown that we don't already have there?
Something, bro. Niggas is hurt. We lost mad soldiers to get them niggas getting fired. Like,
you have an entire soldier and you won't cut her loose. Alba Fire can literally put that entire division on her back, and instead she's hee ha ha with no end in sight. And don't say it. I know you're typing it. Don't say it. Anyway, Stand and Deliver is gonna be on YouTube. See how I was prepared already. I had the fail-safe set. Stand and Deliver is gonna be airing on YouTube. I'm sure this is not behind the paywall. It's very interesting because this most likely means that they're either testing out YouTube as like a place to host the NXT pay-per-views, or they just didn't have shit else. As fucked up as that is for a multi-million-dollar company to not have an idea of where to house their pay-per-views, knowing they had a big show coming up. Like I don't know how you see the Peacock deal end, and then decide to go, what's the shit called? You see the Peacock deal end, and you don't have anything else lined up afterwards. And I guess they can't. They have no leverage with ESPN after producing like 5 shitty ass fucking shows. So they're very much looking for. They're probably in the market to look for something else as soon as possible.
Niggas at the time to stop that letter grade bull.
There's no money to NXT separately, it seems. I mean, it makes sense. NXT's not a hot commodity. Nobody's really watching NXT. Like you can point out the CW numbers, but that's not really like. There's no names on that shit. Like the niggas that's watching NXT is the niggas that's watching NXT. It's not like with mainline WWE where you announce you're getting WWE and people are like, oh, I want to see, CM Punk. I want to see Roman Reigns. Like and NXT as a brand is as weak as Ring of Honor as a brand. Like it's just you don't get nothing out of it. So I mean, it airing on YouTube makes sense. Like I said, I didn't read the details. I don't know if it's going to be paywalled or not. I don't think it's. I think this one shouldn't be, just to see what the pull is initially, and then you could probably leave it up for a little bit, maybe for like the week, see what people see how people react to it, and then move from there.
Numbers look like.
Yeah, and then move from there. But you never know. YouTube streaming is very, very fucking funny, and I think that there is a place for it. Like genuinely, I think that WWE probably, like, after the Peacock thing fell through, they probably should have put all of their like backloaded content on YouTube. Like everything. All the shit they stockpiled and all the tape libraries that they brought. It would be perfect to fucking whatchamacallit. It would be perfect to just, put everything behind, especially with the invention of like YouTube memberships. Like I know back in the day they didn't really have that. Like that's more of like a newer thing. So I don't know, man. Oh, they're doing Miz TV with fucking Jelly Roll tomorrow. Man, fuck. All right. Well, let's see what else we have. They're talking about the United States Championship being on WrestleMania. People are floating around the name Tiffany Stratton. It's got no heat to it. It would literally just end up being Tiffany is absolutely taking this belt. She would be the first person who is a world champion to hold both those belts, or to have held both those belts. So
it would have been better if Jordan was healthy, because that would have been a good little match.
But now we get Tiffany, and Tiffany's absolutely going to just win. Well, if it is her, because this is all speculation. So I mean, yeah. There's that. Really nothing to work with. Let's see what else I have here. Ice Cube's son made an ass of himself. Let's see what we got here. You said what?
2 nights in a row.
Oh yeah, actually 2 nights in a row. That's awesome. The Ricky Sainz concert was removed from social media because people hated it. Odd thing to do, but sure. Let's see. Swerve Strickland decides that he's going to give Buddy Murphy some good PR. I don't know what happened, and I genuinely don't know what happened. That he had to give Buddy Murphy some fucking good PR.
But heating him back up. He's almost healed.
Heating him back up for what? To fuck up his foot again, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, relax.
Fuck that guy, man. Look what he's coming back to do. Coming back in the employment of fucking Swerve Strickland. Fucking ridiculous, man. David Finlay said that he chose AEW instead of NXT because he's made money with the War Dogs. He ain't made a dime with his daddy and his brother. And I can't say it's a lie. I think it's completely... I did see Fitz's response. I posted it. Give me 1 second. I have it right here somewhere. I'm lazy. I should have just jumped to the thing because I posted this literally like a couple of hours ago. Cody with that gal haircut looks fucking ridiculous, by the way. Found it. Fit then said, maybe David Finlay, or the David Finlay, your brother, Brogan Finlay, is my greatest accomplishment. He had to change his name. I suggest you go ahead and change yours. And those runts you hang out with, put what down? What he said? I can't read the rest of this. This excerpt got my shit fucked up, man. Also, Fit Finley knowing how to use Twitter is fucking hilarious. Fit's my fucking dog, man. He really got on the Twitter sticks and said, well, your brother better than you, bitch ass nigga.
Oh,
That's elite stuff. That whole family is fire as fuck. Too bad two of them are in an what's the word? I guess you could say pseudo Israeli, not pseudo. It is an Israeli gimmick, but yeah. You buying the Cody Rhodes ice cream? No? Cody Rhodes ice cream not moving you?
if I see it at a Wawa, I might be moved to get some and try it on a hot summer day. However, it snowed today, so
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. What kind of shit was that? It's 70 fucking degrees yesterday. You wake up today, it's cold as fuck, and it's snowing. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, Cody. We'll try that shit in May, I guess. Not now.
Shit is fucking ridiculous. Anyway, there's a lot more news we could get into, but we just spent a whole bunch of time on some news.
You're not trying to talk about Solo Sikoa having her on black on black?
No, dude, I'm not. I'm really not. Like, you seen what I posted after it was posted in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I hear you, and I salute you. I'm not trying to hear that.
So there's plenty of logic out.
Because the fact that you had to sit down and talk about that on some Stephanie McMahon podcast, there's nothing for us to talk about. Pack that.
Not independent.
It's probably because Steph asked about her upbringing. It's the same way that Royce Keys gets talking about gangbanging and shit on his episode.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Like, she asked about upbringing, and these niggas just, it's like Vlad TV. Niggas just start talking. It's Stephanie McMahon, the Vlad TV of fucking... Is that what it is? You just get on there and you just start talking? Like, you can't talk about nothing else?
Which is funny, because Swerve has deadass been on Vlad TV.
Yeah, because that guy's an informant, man. Mr. Strickland, we know about you, man. Oh. So, SmackDown. Nothing's happening, man. Randy comes out. He talks about his lineage. He talks about being at 20 WrestleManias, main eventing 2 of them, being like 22 and 30. He says his plan is to... He talks about how everybody has, like, basically sung his praises. And that Bradshaw used to say that if... what would he say? He said, Randy Orton is what you get when you build a professional wrestler from the ground up. He's not wrong. Then he's cut off by the final form of Trick Williams with this fucking rotating platform. He comes out with a million fucking pockets on. Then he says he's got a bone to pick with him. He should be the main event. He brings up the fact that Randy said he's not 6'5", and as he steps into the ring, Randy's already trying to hype mog him. And then he does a shtick. He says lemon pepper steppers and then gets RKO'd. And Randy does as best a spinny Rooney as he can because of his body. And then he wipes off Trick's boots and leaves the ring. United States Open Challenge was Elijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. from AAA. He came out to fucking silence because nobody watches AAA. It's sad because I was like, yo, this guy's fucking awesome. This match should be awesome. And then they proceeded to have one of the most, like, disconnected, disjointed matches ever. Like, you could see glimpses of good stuff, but it was very clear that they just fucking, whatchamacallit, that they very much couldn't get what they wanted to get. I don't know if it was nerves or whatever, but the match should have been way better than what it was. And, I mean, if and when they wrestle again, it probably will be better the second time. So, I mean, we got a first 48, then we do the C4 off the second rope. Oh, they do at least try to give him a little video package before the match, you know, tell who he is, what he does, where he's from. But I mean, you know, that I don't think that played for the live crowd. I could be wrong.
Yeah, niggas was not watching that bullshit.
But yeah, Melo hits nothing but net, and then they shake hands, they pose, and it's all good. The Miz sends Kit Wilson to get killed by Ilya. Let's see. Damien is notified by Aldis that him and Truth are in the tag team turmoil match. We have the tag team celebration for Nia and Lash. Their theme is dog shit. And then this evolves into Kiana, Julia, and Charlexa coming out, having an issue with each other, and then they end up having an impromptu match. It's okay. It's nothing crazy. But then Julia gets beat by natural selection, and as you know, the entirety of the fucking internet decided that they are very unhappy with the directions and the trajectories of Kiana James and Julia. Which is kind of fucked up, because it's not even Kiana James' fault. Like, she's genuinely just doing her best, trying her best, and because they've decided that they want to push her out of this duo, the internet is just like, yeah, okay.
As long as we get some sort of aura stimulus package for Julia, I think we'll be fine.
Well, I don't think we're getting that, because she's taking all the pins, and that's what people are mad about.
Alright, well, we're dead as fuck then, I don't know.
Yeah, no, and like that, and like that's the problem, right?
As a character, she hasn't really done anything other than kill Asuka in Nation Chamber.
And that's like the problem, right? Like the problem with trying to siphon swag from Julia to Kiana is that you've booked them both so fucking bad that they're a black hole together, right? You've somehow put together enough negative neurons to create a black hole. Not how that works, but you get what I'm saying. This shit is fucking hilarious. Not the monkey's paw. I mean, it's less of a monkey's paw and more of they think that because Julia is a good wrestler, that Kiana will get better with her. But because Kiana talks, it'll get her over with people. So they could kind of like, double push them in a sense, where it gets them. But like they're trying to do the unorthodox tag team gets super over, so that when you split them apart, have 2 stars. But they forgot the part where you have to make them engaging and interesting first. Like Booker T's odd man tag teams always worked because, well, Booker T was Booker T at the time, and he was always paired with either somebody who was a comedic genius in Goldust or a tremendous wrestler in Rob Van Dam. Not to say that Booker's not a great wrestler. Booker's 5-time fucking champion, world champion for a reason. But those pairings work because everybody has something to give. Julia's wrestling hasn't been great as of late, and Kiana is still getting through the motion. So it's very much the blind leading the blind. Like I said, you're creating a black hole. It doesn't work. So we got a pre-tape. Jelly Roll says he'll be on SmackDown next week. Sami Zayn humiliation hour. Is everybody correct? Is everybody ready? Is everybody strapped in with their fucking Sami Zayn foam fingers?
What they got for us this week, bro?
So Cody is minding his own business. He's literally in the fucking backstage area, not even in his locker room. He's literally in a corner of backstage by himself, thinking he's got a title match tonight. He's thinking over everything. He's in a corner, bothering nobody. So Kathy walks up and is like, "Hey, so you got a match tonight? What's good?" He says, "Yo," he sounds exhausted. He says in the most exhausted, exasperated tone, "I just want to point at that damn sign, man." Like, I feel you, cuzzo. Man, he said, "I hope I can do it tonight." Enter Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, in the most cocksucker manner, says, "I'm not trying to get in your head or nothing, but it's not crazy this match is even happening." Cody looks at him and says, what is crazy about what's happening? Sami says, "I mean, I had you beat in the qualifier. You lost in the chamber, but you're getting a title shot tonight. And it seems like it just fell into your lap. I'm not getting no second chances." The faces that Cody makes as Sami is talking is priceless. Like, each one is like its own unique screen cap. Cody then is just like, "Yo, why you're sitting here trying to butter me up, make me feel bad for you, so you could get a title match for a title I haven't even fucking won yet? Are you crazy?" Cody says, "Yo, cut the bullshit, man. Just tell me what you want." That nigga said, "I don't know what I want." He said, "Look, man, I tried to wish you luck, but it turned into whatever the fuck this is. I want what's best for you. And now, and just go out and win that title because we all know you're going to." I said, "Oh, okay. All right." And Sami says, "All right, man." Or no, sorry. Cody says, "All right, man," and walks away. And then Sami lashes out again and starts throwing the water bottles that were conveniently placed for him to throw around. Dude, this guy is a punk. Like, I don't know what else to say. This guy cut that fucking... Ever since he cut that promo about his son calling him dog shit, it has been up for this fucking guy.
I don't, unless they're like planning something crazy for him. I don't
No,
know
they're planning a heel turn. They're telling us that he is evil. He's going to turn evil because he cannot control himself.
Hey, if he wants that chip as a heel, my hands are up.
But will he?
It's a great question.
Like, can we genuinely say there's something good coming out of whatever Sami Zayn heel turn they're trying to force on people? Like Sami Zayn heel turns just don't work. Like they never work. So I don't know, man. Like they tried to turn him heel one time with Kevin, and it was bad. They tried to turn him a heel again and make him a conspiracy theory man. That was bad. The only shining star of his conspiracy theory thing was him joining the Bloodline and his match with Johnny Knoxville. And that's it. Like, every time we turn this guy heel, we have nothing for him to do. So why do we keep doing it? The guy's a natural babyface. People want to cheer for him. Why do we keep beating this fucking guy?
Like, he gets great reactions everywhere. Obviously, the nigga can go. Like, what the fuck is the problem?
Fam, every time this guy goes to Montreal, he is a god in Montreal. The only person that had that type of power in Montreal is fucking Brett. The guy went to Saudi and was a god in Saudi. You didn't have him win for fucking Drew McIntyre. Like, the fact that we knew we were going to Saudi and Sami Zayn had a very clear-cut case to win that title, I don't know why we don't pivot. We can still have Cody win the Elimination Chamber or whatever the fuck you want him to do. He can still find a way to WrestleMania. That's not the world title. Sami beats him at WrestleMania. They both get a main event or whatever the fuck. And then if you want to do the Randy Orton thing, you can have him drop the belt to Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Or hell, you can have him, you can have him drop the belt to Orton at SummerSlam. And then you can do the Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes thing, sometime later. I don't know. There's tons of fucking shows for you to do. It's not my fault that you guys only have 2 big shows of the year, because you watered everything else down and made it all dog shit. But Sami's in his current iteration. You're gonna disappoint yourself when you turn this fucking guy and nobody cares. Is what I'm trying to, like, get across here. By making him look like a fucking asshole and have him be bitched for the last 3 months is insane. Because you're not gonna get anything out of it. It worked with Daniel Bryan because people cared about the product. Nobody cares about WWE's product.
Definitely not these days.
Like, the people that go to the shows don't go to the shows because they like the show. They go to see their one designated wrestler that they know is going to be on the show, which is almost always the main eventer, and then that's it. You can see it in all the matches. Nigga, no match on SmackDown gets reactions. It's the United States title, and then it's whatever main eventer programs are happening at the time. Those are the pops. Everything else in this show is a literal black hole. Like, black hole is my fucking phrase of choice for this week. But it's very telling that nothing on SmackDown gets over. It happens on Raw too. It's not just a SmackDown problem. It is a cross WWE. NXT has its own similar problem with how the crowd is its own character. Oh, dude, Tony and D'Angelo is cutting. He's cutting the shittiest promo ever. Just let that nigga cut his fucking promo, man. Please shut the fuck up.
No, the NXT crowd.
Dude, the NXT crowd, they gotta start traveling or something. Or they gotta build up a residency somewhere the fuck else. I don't know. Like, I know they're in the PC or whatever, but they gotta do something else, man. Because I can only take these fucking PC regulars for so long before they need to be removed from the shows. But anyway,
we fuck with you. Thank you for your service, but you niggas gotta go.
Because you're not helping. All you niggas do is cheer. And then you heckle the people cutting promos, and it's like there's no point to. You're not even heckling at a good time. Like, you're literally just making noise after every fucking word this person says. They didn't say anything boo-worthy, you don't... When they say something boo-worthy, you don't boo. When they say something cheer-worthy, everybody cheers. So it's just like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? Anyway, we get an excerpt of Trick on the Breakfast Club, and he talks about the differences. Well, the excerpt shows him highlighting the differences between, being a football player and a wrestler.
Sorry, you said what?
I said Trick
Yeah.
Williams on the Breakfast Club.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I just had to.
Who the fuck else would be on the Breakfast Club? Who were we
They
saying?
didn't show Charlemagne, did they?
No, well, I can't remember the composition of the clip, but I'm pretty sure it's that same composition where he's just in the background.
Oh my God,
You know,
no.
you know the one shot of the one seat where it's just him in the background. Charlemagne is an
good
evil
camera.
nigga, bro.
He is.
Because every time I think about how the Breakfast Club is shot, I think about him asking Logic who touched his sister, and I'm just like, yo, the fact that you didn't get killed for that is crazy.
Sorry.
Like, the fact that nobody did anything to you after that is crazy to me. Like, to this day, because you said that with a straight face and no funny, no nothing. You genuinely asked a man who had to deal with like that situation that nobody in the history of ever wants to deal with. It's just stupid, bro. But anyway, he details the differences between being a footballer and a wrestler. He says, you being a footballer, niggas kind of know who you are, but he's like, I took the helmet off, and I'm going to Jamaica, and they saying whoop that trick in patois. And it's like, oh, this nigga said, yeah, I'm going other places where it's English not even their first language. They chanting whoop that trick. So it's like, I mean, and that was really like the entire excerpt that they showed, and they chose that one on purpose because it was just like, look, we make stars. Look at us, we're star makers. I mean, I will eventually go back and listen to the entire the entire the entire interview. But I mean, the excerpt was cool. That nigga was also, I'm pretty sure he was also wearing white in that interview, which is insane.
They always got that shit on, bro. No matter what.
Nah, for sure. So another tag team turmoil match. Another 9/11 for a lot of people. The Guns are out first versus Fraxium. It's good. I mean, they're having a very whatever match. The Guns are eliminated. Shelly tries to get Saban's leg on the rope. Referee doesn't bother to call for it or anything like that. He pins them. They're out. They're pissed. Los Garzas come in next. They hit Monterey onto, I think it was Nathan Frazier, maybe. No, they hit it on fucking Axiom or whatever. Pin him. They're gone. The Wyatts didn't come out. The Wyatts only get eliminated because the MFT interfere.
Okay.
So Loomis gets pinned, and then Outlast is Priest and Truth. And then you know what happened. Fucking South of Heaven bullshit. These niggas are the number one contenders. You ready for a Sami Zayn humiliation number 2?
Oh, of course.
Sami Zayn meets with Randy Orton backstage. Says, "Yeah, man, I'm happy for you, but what do you think about this whole thing with Cody getting a title match?" He says, "How can you talk about Cody so reverently while also like being able to stab him in the back?" Randy looks at him, kind of laughs in his face, not like disparagingly, but more like you're asking me a stupid ass fucking question, but I'll tell you anyway. He then tells him, sometimes you gotta be selfish. Sami says, "Doesn't that make you a bad person?" Now Randy legitimately laughs in his face and says, "It's made me a 14-time world champion." And you know the crowd. 14-time world champion. Them niggas say, "Oh, man." Randy says, "Listen, man.
This thing's getting fucking nuked, man. What the fuck are we supposed to do?"
But this is what I've been talking about it for a fucking month now. Stop doing it. Like, breaking him down to a point where he's legitimately nothing, when you already had him at nothing, is crazy. Because you're not going to be able to get him back up. It's going to take a lot. Just like last time, it took him being the fucking whipping boy for the Bloodline for people to get, behind him again. Please, 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 bro, just be better. Randy then tells him, he needs to believe in himself. He knows he can win a world championship. Just be normal and you have to be selfish sometimes. Then he walks away. Alistair and Zelina hit some stock lines, so you already know what the road to WrestleMania is going to look like for Randy Orton. Then we have the internet's main event. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley face to face. Nothing happened.
Yay.
They put the kid gloves all the way on. You know the fucking, the Bart and Lisa shit where they swinging their arms around walking in different directions.
Yeah.
That's basically what this was. Rhea comes out. She says, "Yo, you got so much to say. Come on and say it to my face." Jade comes out. "Oh, I respect you. I respect your accolades. I respect how much you've worked on your body." but I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm better. Rhea says, yeah, I respect the honesty, but your body isn't built for fighting. It's built for show. It's built for look. You got your muscles for the fashion fight, nigga.
Yeah, so you got them fucking what's the
Anchor
muscle
arms.
arms called from? Yeah, you got them anchor arms, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, but and that's literally it. That nothing happened past that. Jade says I'm that bitch, and Rhea says, well, I'm gonna beat you because I'm that bitch, and we put the mics down, and everybody goes their separate ways.
Niggas was fiending for this, bro. They wanted the fucking you talk to creative. No, you're ugly. That's what they wanted, bro. They didn't want this shit.
It's dog shit either way. Like, the fact that it has to get to that means that Jade has nothing to say about her and shouldn't be speaking, period. Like, people are like, oh, they took all of Jade's teeth away. What teeth? Like, your drag isn't even, like, it holds no weight in kayfabe. That's why people were saying it was bad. Like, people weren't doing it I mean, some people were probably doing it to get at Jade. But for the most part, people weren't doing this to get at Jade. It was literally because you can't say this on TV. They're not going to let you say this on TV. Oh, yeah, well, you've only been a champion X amount of times and main evented or been on WrestleMania cards X amount of times because you're the company's favorite. It doesn't work for a character like Rhea because, like, you can say that, but it holds no weight against Rhea Ripley's actual character, because that's not the type of character she is. People can say that to Cody because Cody's literally cut promos up and down the fucking show about carrying the company, about being the poster child, about making the appearances. That's when it works. Everybody's been saying it about Cody because he made that his character. His character is being the ultimate politician and being the ultimate fucking poster child. Being the ultimate Boy Scout for everybody. You can't bring up creative against characters who don't use it.
You would think she would know this by now, too.
No, because she doesn't know anything. She doesn't care about the sport. She doesn't respect it. That's why niggas need to understand. You guys can like Jade Cargill, but you have to understand she does not care about wrestling. And you niggas saying that's raw, that's this, that's that. That's why TV sucks. It's why it's dog shit. Because you're trying to prop up these people that don't want to be wrestlers. Stop giving your time and energy and money to people that don't want to be wrestlers in wrestling. Like, there's so many niggas that we should have shut the door on, and Jade Cargill should have been one. That AEW shit should have stopped. The wrestling for her should have stopped after she left AEW. WWE shouldn't have did it. WWE is stupid. When she left AEW, them niggas thought, oh, well, they couldn't make her a star. We'll make her a big star. Not realizing why Tony Khan never went further than giving her a mid-card belt. Because these niggas got her, and we're like, oh, well, you know, we'll have her in the tag division. It'll be normal. And then she got a bunch of heat with a bunch of her fucking coworkers. Huh. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
She was hanging out.
And now we are so far within the sunken cost fallacy of Jade Cargill that we A, had to give her a world title, B, we had to put her in quotations the main event of WrestleMania, and C, if you don't do anything with her afterwards, it's cooked. Cause like black people don't want to go to bat for the proper stuff. Like, we keep talking about black people not being, you know, able to main event WrestleMania and stuff like that, and that is true. But a lot of you have given up on that and are starting to use it to fuel a Jade Cargill fucking hype train. What are we doing? There's mad black wrestlers in this company that are way better wrestlers than her, and you're wasting energy on Jade Cargill because why? Can anyone tell me why? It still blows your mind that she never got any better because she doesn't want to. If you want to improve in wrestling, you will. You may not be able to sell out like the biggest arenas and be like a gigantic fucking 16-time world champion, whatever the fuck it is. But if you want to be a good wrestler, you can be a good wrestler.
Yeah.
If you put in the time and effort, you can be somebody who's a good wrestler. Yes, you do need character at some point. You need to be able to talk at certain points. And if you don't have those, it's whatever. But if you want to be highly spoken about in wrestling, get good at the fucking craft. don't sit here and post selfies of you at the fucking Nightmare Factory or at the dungeon with Natalya, and then nothing comes out of it. People rag on your inconsistent wrestling ability. So what do? You go out and learn one fucking move to pull out during a match. Are you fucking crazy? This shit is just fucking ridiculous, man. Anyway, Shelly's backstage trying to fix Johnny because he's still like comatose or whatever. Candice says, "Can you get the fuck up, man? Do you know who you are? You're Johnny Wrestling." He says, "Hold on, you're right. I am Johnny Wrestling."
Sleeper cell, just like that.
I got a plan. I'm going to the ring. Okay. Wyatt's VHS promo. Bo Dallas says, "Yo, can you just give us the fucking lantern back, man? Like, what is your problem?" No, I resonate with this fucking VHS promo. Because give these niggas his fucking lantern back, man. Bro, you have the tag titles. Just give them the fucking lantern back and leave them alone. You know what this is? This is the WWE equivalent of Eustace not giving that fucking slab back. Just give it back.
What's your offer, nigga?
You've cursed the entire fucking SmackDown locker room by not giving this fucking lantern back. Just give it. You don't want it. This shit has no powers.
It's tough. And I hold it over you.
Give it back. Like, this nigga literally roused demons, fucking the whole roster up, talking about, and then like, it's your fault.
You woke them.
Like, that's the one, okay. I can blame all this for not getting rid of the Wyatt Six when they first came up. But now that Solo has, like, stolen the lantern, all bets are off. It's his fault. Give them the fucking nightlight back, man, please. So, Johnny's in ring. He says he's Johnny freaking Wrestling. He's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. And it starts tonight. Any one of you sorry suckers backstage come out and get your ass beat, and them drums start. And the saxophone start getting louder. And then Soba Femi. And you know, that boy walks right into that damn choke slam. He gets hit with the damn fall from grace, and we are out of here.
It was a good run.
So,
It truly was.
Okay. There was something that I said when I was watching SmackDown. I don't know if anyone caught it. We were talking about Jade, and I said, "No, you know what? I'll just paint the scene for you. Hold on." So, okay. Jade is backstage, right?
Right.
The first thing that enters the scene is the kendo stick. We know it's Michin, okay? Michin walks into the frame and says, "Hey, you've been ducking me ever since I got back." Because, you know, they're supposed to have a match. Then both her and B-Fab got injured in a match with Jade Cargill on the live circuit, but nobody wants to talk about that. That's fine.
We're going to sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, of course. Jade says, "I'm not ducking you. I got a lot going on right now." You know what Jade then retorts after saying she's got a lot on her plate?
What?
"Why did you let Rhea jump ahead of you?"
Oh. Wait, ahead?
Yes. I'm glad it took you thinking about it for 1 second to realize why what she said doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense. Because she does not know how anything in the fucking company works. Mid-promo, Michin has to course correct it and say, Rhea didn't skip any lines. She won the fucking match that gives you a WrestleMania match. This is who is my fucking SmackDown World Champion. She doesn't know how anything works in the company. Dude!
Who wrote this bullshit?
What are we doing? The World Champion doesn't know how the fucking gimmick in the company works. It's the easiest one to get to. Like, this is where I'm at, and this is who people are caping for. People are caping for somebody that doesn't even know the fucking lore of where they work at. And even if she didn't know that before, Google it. It's your job. I'm at my fucking wit's end with this shit, bro. Holy fuck, man. Jade then says she'll see her next week and we get a non-title match because why the fuck not? So, dude, I'm fucking that shit makes me so fucking hot. Because we're sitting here playing the race card and calling non-fairs on a person that shows up to work and has no idea about any of the shit she's doing. But yeah,
you remember when she was going around licking people?
I'm just gonna keep talking, man.
What the fuck was that?
she was trying something new to get over, and it didn't work. So
Nah, bruh.
Danhausen walks up to Aldis and scares the bejesus out of him. He says, "Hey, he's gonna need a mentor." And Aldis says, "You need to put. You know what?" This nigga looks down the hall. You can already guess who he's seen down the hall. He dragged Danhausen all the way to the Miz and says,
"Oh God."
He said, "Yeah, I got a mentor for you. Come on." Drags him all the way to the Miz, and he says, "Miz Danhausen, good to meet you." Walks away. Danhausen says, "Hey man, you better mentor me or you're cursed." And well, Miz has been cursed. Danhausen has disappeared. And then we get the craziest line of text ever. Joe Test then asks Barrett if he's a Fanhausen or a Stanhausen. And then I don't remember who says this in response. The word Manhausen gets thrown around, and I have lost my fucking marbles, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, we get the rundown. Next week on Smackdown, it's Jade and Michin, non-title. Jelly Roll is going to be live. And we get the contract signing for the WrestleMania match.
Terrible.
And in our main event, we have Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, WWE Championship. It's insane that this entire thing is Drew's fault. If Drew had just fucking behaved himself, this wouldn't happen. Niggas was mad at you at the Rumble? Fine. Leave this shit alone, bro. The chamber door got opened up and you ran in that bitch and attacked Cody Rhodes. You thought nobody was gonna say nothing? That's what you thought? I'm pretty sure before this match they play a video package because they know their fans are fucking stupid. So the problem I have with this match is that it doesn't feel like there's a sense of urgency. The whole reason why Drew didn't want this match was because he knew he couldn't beat Cody. Right? He very much, the Drew McIntyre character very much understands that he cannot beat Cody Rhodes. He understands that he's only champion because of a stroke of luck of Jacob Fatu deciding that he's going to kill Cody Rhodes on the day. He understands that, and yet somehow he tried, the idea in everybody's head, from road agents to everybody else, was for Drew to try and wrestle a normal match against Cody Rhodes. So they go on to have a very normal match. There is no urgency from Drew. Drew is just wrestling a match. He's going through the motions. He's not trying to cheat. He's not trying to run. He's not trying to bamboozle nobody. He is wrestling like Drew McIntyre. Nothing has changed.
Nigga gave up.
They are very much... The first match that they had in this series, without the Cody getting his head kicked into the TV, is the same match they had here. They just wrestle a regular match. Cody decides he's going to try and put Drew through the table. Drew escapes and the table collapses under both of them. So then they have to pull a regular table out, much like John and Randy, and then use that. And then, we say it's no disqualification because of referee's discretion, blah, blah, blah. It's covered up. Fine. Random ref bump happens. Cody gets the visual pin, because why not? Then, a second ref comes down, and Drew, because it's no disqualification, Drew has to headbutt Adrian, what the fuck is this nigga's name? Dan Angler? Sorry, it's not Adrian Butler, it's fucking Dan Angler. He headbutts Angler. He goes to get a chair to cheat. Now he has entered desperation mode. Because he has used every normal wrestling trick in the book that he has. He is now in desperation mode. He goes for the chair. Jacob Fatu takes it from him. And that's it. He gets Crossroads. He loses the title. He fades back into obscurity. Cody's going to WrestleMania. That is how we end the show.
Yeah, bro.
So not only were you a loser before winning the title, you were a loser winning the title. And you are a loser losing the title. What did this do for Drew McIntyre?
He got a reign.
I know what this does for Drew Galloway. What does this do for Drew McIntyre?
Oh, nothing.
Why did nobody think of this at all?
Niggas had PCO. They wanted to get started. Talking about to make me write up some Drew McIntyre, bro. As soon as the clock strikes 5, I'm going.
Yeah, man. This was very much nothing happened on this show. The only thing that happened was Cody Elijo del Dr. Wagner showing up on mainline WWE TV, and Cody winning the belt again. Cody winning his 3rd title in 2 years, which is crazy when you think about it. But yeah. Actually, no. You know what? That's a lot. That's a lot slower than most times that something like this has happened. So I'd say it's still fair. Like it used to be worse before, but yeah. So there was also an NXT pay per view this weekend. I talked about it a little bit on the Sunday Graphs that isn't up because I'm very I've been handling a lot right now. Okay, being alive is pretty hard, and my brain is making it harder. So that's the only reason why the other episode would probably be up either tomorrow or something like that. But they'll both be up before Revolution. Don't worry, I'll make sure of it. So, Vengeance Day. I'll just go through it real quick because nothing really happened. It's like I said, this show started at 7, and it was done by 9:20. And I gave I gave you guys a little sneak peek on Sunday when I said that it was like almost 8 o'clock, and we were already on the third match of a 5 match card. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of commercials and a lot of nonsense and a lot of gaga between things. So we open up with Blake Monroe versus Jada Parker. Nothing happened. It was a street fight. The only cool thing that they did was Jada tried to do her high stepper hip attack thing from the second rope to the floor through a table, and she almost killed herself because common sense says when you're trying to jump down on somebody backwards through a table and you can't see where you're going to land, probably shouldn't do that. So she gets Blake through the table, but ends up tumbling backwards and almost like concussing herself big style. Then we get the glamour shot, which is just the stratosphere onto some diamonds, and Blake wins. We then cut to
Nice.
the parking lot where Dark State is waiting for Tony D'Angelo. Tony gets the jump on Dion Lennox. He takes out the rest of Dark State, and then the main members Griffin and Sugars get taken up by OTM, and it's just down to a singles match. They brawl around for a little bit. It's an okay match. It's a very inoffensive match, but I mean, Tony D gets the choke slam and he gets the win. Then we get Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame for the North American Championship. This was the one that they played like 7 video packages for before to kill time because they realized that they were like so far ahead of schedule. This was also in the PC, so I don't even know why time mattered. Like you could have just did anything. It's not like you were up on the building time or whatever, but it's whatever. It's not a bad match. We had a cool little sunset bomb to the outside. It hurt like a bitch though because like Pax, she I guess shorted her run, and when she jumped over, she didn't make it over all the way clean. So they kind of had to do like a destroyer type thing to get over it. It was pretty dangerous, but other than that, I mean, it was cool. Pax ends up getting Cemetery Drive after some botched interference, and we have a new North American champion, which she's probably gonna lose again. But hey, oh no, I know what she's gonna lose. NXT's coming up, so we'll take care of that. Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan in NXT Underground. It was a boring match. Lola's dad was there. She was shaking ass, and then she hit a back fist and hammer fist, and it was cold. That was it. It sounds like I'm not doing it justice. That was basically what happened. Was they did a bunch of nothing. Lola hits the back fist, and then they just go home. Then we get Saints and Hendry in the main event for the NXT Championship. Another nothing match. Hendry isn't great. Ricky isn't great with people that aren't great. So they have a very much nothing happening match. Ego comes down to ringside and tries to slide Saints the belt, but he trips and launches the belt halfway across the ring past Saints. And then after some rigmarole, we get what is it? What the fuck is this shit called? Standing ovation. I was trying to figure out between him and JC Jane who was the fucking music one. But yeah, we get the standing ovation, and Ricky Saints has been pinned and sent back to the gulag. And that was Vengeance Day. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss anything. If you watched it, you didn't miss anything. Very much a here nigga damn. This could have been an event in the PC show. Like this very much could have been an episode of NXT and nobody would have complained. In fact, most episodes of NXT look like this. So
Yeah, you said them niggas was still in the PC.
yeah, because this pay-per-view was literally only announced like 3 weeks ago. it had no venue, it had no nothing. They didn't even know if they were gonna do this shit, and then it randomly got announced like 2-3 weeks ago, and then here we are. I don't know why. I don't know why they just didn't pivot, do something else. Just don't have one. Make it a TV special or something. I mean, I like it was in the PC, so you didn't even like make anything more than you would have made on a regular episode of NXT. I don't understand. And it was just about the length of an NXT show too. What? It was 2 hours 20, and you had to pad a bunch of time. This might as well have been free TV, man. Then again, I guess you needed the last pay-per-view to get the Peacock deal finished. So I guess you would give them a bullshit, a bullshit show just to fuck with them, because that's what you did with the main roster stuff too. But anyway, it's time to be fed. Our first fucking all-you-can-eat buffet of the night. It's Collision, and we got nothing but good food on. Okay, well maybe there was one appetizer on here, and it's Daniel Garcia's fault. We open up with the Rascals versus FTR. You remember they won the Eliminator on last week's Collision, I believe.
Yeah, snuck them silly niggas.
So we get the match here. Man, the crowd was hot for this shit. This shit was fucking awesome. Wentz hits the damn swanton for 2, and the crowd basically jumped out of their fucking seats. They were ready. They were ready for new champions, even though they knew that there is no money in the Rascals and the Bucks. Yet. Let's see. We get a top rope backdrop. They block Hot Fire Flame. Then these niggas decide to do the FTR trigger. And they tried to do the Meltzer driver, but it was cut off. They had a cool spot at the end, which I hope that they hit flush, but I mean, it still looked okay. Where Wentz goes for a handspring. Like, he's supposed to go for a handspring cutter, but instead he ends up getting caught in the Shatter Machine because he hops right into their arms. Man, that shit would have been fucking awesome if they had hit that flush. They continue to bitch Anthony Bowens. That nigga walked up the hook and said,
I think I'm ready to be a killer, man.
I can be a killer. First body. Yeah, can you? Hold that fucking camera, bitch ass nigga. Yo, that nigga Hook, the most non-menacing man ever, walks up to this little guy, says, "Hey man, you want to be in the ops? Oh, gee, Hook, do I? Try and get out of this." Nigga locks in Red Rum. All right, man. Is that not illegal? You can't just walk up to people on the street and choke them out, man.
He did ask if you wrestled.
But yeah, I'm a wrestler. You want to be in the hooks? You want to be in the hooks? In the ops? Boy, do I!
Might as well be called the fucking hooks, nigga.
Man, that shit is ass. So, we got Danny Garcia and we got Tommaso Ciampa. Mark Briscoe's on commentary. Garcia is back in the trunks. Ciampa goes for 10 punches and then fucks this guy's face multiple times.
I actually gave him some.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he fucked that guy's face like that. That was kind of crazy. Nigga, I seen that. I had to double take because that was crazy. Like, I understand doing the strut thing that he does, but you were fucking that guy's face. I said that it's a great match so far. Both guys need to be wrestling win or lose, especially Garcia. Garcia goes for 10 punches on his own and gets dropped into Project Ciampa for 2. Let's see. Mark Briscoe gets on the apron because Daniel Garcia pie-faced him. Ciampa gets run into Briscoe and gets jackknifed for 3. They argue post-match, but then they reconcile. FTR comes out and tries to corner Ciampa and helps, and Mark Briscoe helps. And then we get the NXT TakeOver finish, where Ciampa has to throw Mark Briscoe into the LEDs, but he misjudges how far the LED is, so he has to walk for a lot longer than he did with Johnny. He was walking with that nigga for a lot. It's like I said, I think he was trying to get him to walk back, but you know, you can't hear nothing when you out there in the crowd. So he said, man,
Tucson, Arizona.
He said, man, yo, Tucson was fucking hot for that shit, man.
No, they were.
That was awesome. So he takes him, he throws him into the LED board. He hits the knee and he leaves him lying. Swerve killed Gravity. My first bullet is Gravity is already in the ring. We know exactly what's gonna happen. It's an absolute snuff film after the bell rings. He's tearing up the mask. He's stomping him to death, kicking him. He gets the swerve stomp. And it's the craziest swerve stomp, too. Like, Gravity is delirious because he's been beat so fucking bad that Swerve is able to stand an aura farm on the top turnbuckle for a full minute. And then he stomps him. And then to make matters worse, he hits him with the gnarliest fucking house call you ever did see.
Hey, just for good measure, nigga.
And then he pins him. We have Fetish Statlander in the stairwell. She says the score is 1-1, and Tekla can't beat her again. Then brings up 2 out of 3 falls match for what the fuck is this shit called? Revolution. Yep. Tekla then comes out, says no in every language that she knows. She says, since when does the challenger get to say what the stipulation is? I am not doing 2 out of 3 falls. You can kiss my toxic ass. Then she stops, and she thinks about it. And then she says, you know what?
It was so tough.
You can't beat me twice, so yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Go.
You wear glasses because you can't see. You wear leather because you want to be like me. You were right about one thing. Thunder Rosa should have listened to you because now she's in a box. You should take your own advice while you're ahead. Everything you're afraid of is what I am. And then I realized she's getting what chance? Tucson? What the fuck?
That Tucson did kind of fuck that up. I don't know what they're doing.
Then we get an excerpt of the Up Close with Renee, where Moxie's like, yeah, you know, it's good to have guys like Takeshita that, I don't want to say I'm afraid of him because I'm not, but, you know, guys that push you. I'm aware that Takeshita can beat me, but I'll tell you what, he's not. He's not going to. Yo, I also forgot that New Beginning in New Jersey happened, because I was like, why the fuck did they keep introducing Takeshita as the TV champion? Because he didn't even have the damn belt.
Oh, he do. He just don't got it on him.
No, you know what I fucking mean. No one wants to bring out that square bronze and orange ugly ass fucking garbage. Shit is hilarious. LP couldn't even beat Takeshita for his funky little belt. Now Takeshita has it for no reason. He's not even gonna defend that fucking thing. It's a
loser randomly in like 4 months.
It's a party match. It's LFI. It's the Swirl. It's Private Party. It's the Outrunners. It's a 200K 4-way tag match. Nothing to say. I mean, it's good. I'm not going to tell you to go out of your way to watch it, but if you want to throw on this episode of Collision, there's a lot of good stuff on there. This is good as well. Private Party do end up hitting a fucking Doomsday Cutter, which is a lot easier and a lot better to do than Gin and Juice. I like Gin and Juice as a finish, but the Doomsday Cutter is a lot easier to hit, and you can hit it on literally anyone. I will miss Gin and Juice forever, though. Awesome fucking move. I gotta go back and watch some Private Party matches, man. I fucking love that shit. Private Party was one of the guys that I thought was gonna be big in AEW back during like the early COVID days, because they were very much like, and they even made the comparisons to the Hardys, and they stuck them with the Hardys for a bit when they had them. They were very much a good young team, and then nothing came out of it. Tony kept doing that thing that he does with certain people, where they just couldn't get it done. He keeps putting them in high-profile situations, and they just fucking lose. And it's just like, you're doing this so many times back to back to back to back to back. Yeah, no shit, people don't want to see Private Party, you know? So it's, you know what it is. Let's see. What is next on this show? Oh, we get Lexi with Jet Speed. Kevin Knight tries to take the full blame for losing their trios titles. Mike Bailey tries to throw some shade at Hangman, where he says, he's basically trying to say that Hangman wasn't, his heart wasn't in it. And also because of Hangman, Max gets involved and that's how they end up losing. But he says, you know what, it's not a big deal. We're going to team up Mystico at Revolution and re-challenge. We're joining up with fucking God to tag against the fucking Callis family. And then Lexi's like, yeah, so you got Kyle Fletcher on Wednesday. He says, man, I know I can do that shit. Swerve walks right up to Kevin Knight and says, you're a bitch, you know that? I think it said, what the fuck I did? You had your foot on his neck. Why you ain't finished it? You want to be among killers, you have to become a killer. Say, hey man, leave him alone. Don't try and recruit Kevin Knight into your little freak fetish faction. Kevin Knight not gonna be wearing leather like. Could you fucking imagine? Kevin Knight, Swerve Strickland, and fucking Buddy Murphy wearing fucking leather pants together. Holy fuck! Ew, man.
Oh my god, worst faction ever.
What the hell would they even be called? Because we remember what happened in the Mogul affiliates, whatever the fuck he had the last time he was a heel, where he just had a bunch of white guys with dubious cases hanging around him. The Babes of Wrath backstage were murdered by Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. What do you mean why? Oh, you seen what they announced on Dynamite? Don't worry about it. It's up. Hey, that rabbit with the fucking clock pulled up in your shit quick, huh?
No, guess what? Willow, 2 defenses, actually. Sorry.
Oh, that's what you think?
When you niggas here and still twice.
Okay, but if you had to pick one.
Huh?
I'm just saying, if you had to pick one, what are you picking?
I gotta get some juice. I'll be right back.
This guy's insane. It's so easy. Just pick the singles belt, you freak. This nigga is the worst. Oh, you're so greedy. Like, that's what I hate with this nigga. You have a clear out and you want both of them. You don't even like Harley Cameron. Single belt on the pre-show. Yeah, apparently a bunch of people were saying that it's like that so they can have the tag titles go on first, and they can do their little overrun thing. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it is. But then we get Megan Bayne and Lena Cross against the Timeless Love Bombs. My first bullet here is Shirakawa getting pinned like shit. Who could have seen that coming? Gee, I wonder who could have seen that coming. We get a nice showing for Miss Cross. We get a Doomsday Device. There's a point in this match where Mina looks like she's moving like, you know, the TAS speed runs. That's how it feels like she's moving. She's moving. She has hit a flow state of movement in this match, where it's super smooth. It looks amazing, but of course, you're in a tag team with Toni Storm. You're getting fucked up and pinned, nigga. Marina Shafir comes down, kidnaps Toni Storm, rolls her under the canvas, and that leaves Mina to get speared, to get jackhammered. They put Shirakawa in the absolute most industrial microwave I ever could see somebody being in.
That little hyper combo finish, man. You know what it is.
Mark Briscoe says, I should have known about this fucking guy. Something was off about you when you got here. You jumped me, and then I remembered that was the Tommaso I remembered. Shame on you for joining FTR, but I'm bringing the Bucks, and I'll see you on Wednesday for a 6-man. The newly christened dogs of Finley, Kidd, and Connors blow up some jobbers.
It was funny as fuck. Game Kid came out doing that crawling shit. Here comes fucking Shivani. And there goes that weird guy again.
Well, he's weird as fuck, man.
Wrong, man.
No, he's weird as fuck and he doesn't work here.
I mean, he does.
Yeah, but he's weird as fuck and he doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass guy. Tony then comes out. She says, Marina, why are you asking about competition when John Moxley is the only one with a set of ovaries and fights fair? She then wants everyone banned from ringside, her, Marina, and nobody to stop them, and then she wants her title back. So technically, you're gonna be visited by the 3 ghosts of Toni Storm soon enough.
That's gonna be a good program. I'll be seated.
And then in our main event, we have the stars have aligned, and we have an amazing main event here. It's a return match from this past winter's Continental Classic. It's Claudio Castagnoli and Konosuke Takeshita. Man, can I just talk about how incredible the underlying storyline is for Mox and Takeshita? Callis sends Hechicero to loosen up Moxley, right? And it makes sense because Hechicero in kayfabe is literally the only person who could make Moxley sweat and could grapple with him. Because we seen what happened the last time Josh Alexander got in that ring. That headpiece came right the fuck off. So it's like when Vega get hit mad hard and the mask come off. So we had to send fucking Hechicero in there, okay? So in return, they said, yeah, you know, Moxie said I got something for your ass, fuck nigga. And sent the enforcer. This nigga sent the lieutenant in the battle. Claudio, these niggas are hitting each other with everything they fucking can. Cause they wrestled to a time limit. Yo, do not fucking post this in here, man. What's your problem? So if the first time they wrestled to a time limit draw, and the idea here is that more than win, Claudio's goal here is to hurt Takeshita, obviously. Expose any sort of weaknesses that he has. So Claudio then goes for the half swing, and then he goes for like a regal armbar where he has his legs tied up, and instead of doing the regal stretch, which is like a crossface, he just bends the arm back. Yeah, and he gave him the craziest rat under his eye too. That was crazy. Nigga showed up on Dynamite with that fucking.
I know. Okay, that shit. I was looking at. I was like, is that shit real?
He gave that guy a fucking rat, man. Golly, it's not even a mouse. Let's see. We get the Blue Thunder Bomb for 2. A Swiss Death for 2. Claudio goes to throw chairs in the ring. He grabs his belt to cheat. Hechicero then stops him. Takeshita then dives onto him. And then we get the Ricola Bomb blocked. And then Takeshita hits that power knee into Raging Fire for 3. Moxley is fucking sick to his stomach, but then says, you know what? It's just one game. Fuck it, whatever. He throws his headset down. He gets in Takeshita's face. Hechicero jumps him from behind. Takeshita's like, what the fuck are you doing? Now everybody's brawling out. All 4 of these guys are fucking brawling. And that's what leads to Wednesday's tag match between them. They're brawling. Shivani goes, yo, we gotta go. We're out of time. Mad WCW like. And, man, now I gotta come off my high. It's Monday Night Raw. Principal Pierce is in the, he's in the ring to start. He calls out freaking. A ton of masked niggas flood out of every orifice of this fucking arena. They get into the ring, and then they start fucking shuffling around. I'm looking at my fucking screen at work bewildered. Because they are, like, running suicides in place, trying to... I almost cut the shit off. I will be completely honest with everybody. There almost was... They did it once. That was the first strike. There almost was in that show. Nigga, they did it twice. Or no, sorry. They did it once, and there wasn't going to be a Raw segment on this show. When they do it again at the end of the segment, there wasn't going to be a Graps this week, nigga. That's how fucking bewildered I was. Dude, what the fuck are they doing?
He'll have a dog shit idea. Football. Them niggas will talk about it. He'll be like, oh yeah, that was a little something I picked up from Andy Reid in the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, it's their snow globe play. The fucking very same play. Niggas saw that shit and said, what those? They said the same thing.
They said, what the fuck are them niggas doing?
I don't even think that play worked. I think it got fucking deflected and turned into 4th down.
Holy shit.
Niggas had to kick the field goal.
Holy fuck, man. But the point of this promo is, Pierce says, hey man, listen, I hear you. I don't like these niggas neither, okay? But you can't do this because you are not cleared. And if them niggas get their hands on you, it's runts. Please just listen to me, man. Just chill out. Oh my god. Then Theory and Logan Paul get in Pierce's face because they do their little fucking shuffle and leave. LA Knight then comes out and strips for whatever fucking reason. He runs down, fights them 2v1. We get Jey Uso's theme, and I wrote Jimmy Uso's graphics, and then I realized that no, this is just really shitty Uso's graphics, where it's each of them on one side. It's a mess. Theory ends up getting saved, or he ends up saving Logan Paul from the 3D. Backstage with Jackie. Jackie is literally the nicest person ever, and these little brooding, corny fucks ignore her, and I once again ready to cut the fucking TV show off. You disrespect Jackie Redmond, I'm cutting the TV off. I don't give a fuck.
Sorry, I just saw the fucking...
Please, dude.
It's the way he, like... executes it by doing the hand motion, and then the niggas start doing that shit. Funny as fuck.
Ridiculous. So Jackie ends up stopping these two cornballs. Jay said he don't care who they got to run through. They got work to do. She asked about CM Punk. Jay says he don't got nothing to say to CM Punk. Jimmy's like, well, maybe we do. And then they walk back into the arena. We then start off with the Intercontinental Championship Gauntlet. It starts with Io and Lyra. Nigga, to start this match out, Io is frying Lyra. Like, this is the most flash fry. The fucking SpongeBob, where the fry cook games, where the fucking oil goes everywhere and fries the front row. Nigga, that's what Io was doing to Lyra at first. Oh my god. So we get a tornado DDT, which she fucks up at first, into a suplex, and then Nightwing gets blocked and over the moonsault for 3. Raquel comes out next, and I said, fuck, this should have been somebody else. I don't care who, it should have been somebody else. Io catches her before she hits the ring. She suicide dives, but you're diving into a bigger person than you, so you know how that works out. Later in their segment, Liv tries to distract and attack Io. Steph and her brawl to the back. Then we get a cradle onto. We get a diving cradle for 3 on the Raquel. She's eliminated, but then she attacks Io. Ivy rolls Io in and pins her. And then niggas talking about, oh, how smart was that by Ivy? It's common sense, man. What am I gonna do? Wait for her to get to her fucking feet? Hey, what are we?
Honorable.
Are we fucking serious? It's not even about being honorable. What the fuck are we saying? She wasn't moving. I'm gonna pin her. Like, a normal person would do that. It's not a heel or face thing. Let's see. Bayley then heads to the ring, and she's distracted by thinking about helping Io. And Ivy is able to get her from behind. We get a stalling suplex by... Oh, no, yo! Bayley hits the craziest move I've ever seen. So, Ivy ends up getting crotched on the second rope. Bayley then dives into her, like, straddles the rope behind her, and hits a German suplex. I said, what the fuck was that? What did I just see? Bayley is thinking of new moves somehow, some way. I'm not sure where she picked that up from, who she picked that up from, but that shit was fucking awesome. I hope she doesn't keep trying that and fucking it up. Because she hit that shit, and I was like, wow, that's impressive that you actually did, like, you were able to slide in perfectly and hit the German from there. Then we get a Bayley to belly for 3. Asuka's out last. And this is where we get fuckery. Kyrie gets into the camera and is, like, you know, doing babyface stuff in the camera. And in the background, Asuka gets completely trucked over by a diving elbow by Bayley. And we're off to the races. We get the sunset flip into the corner coming back from commercial. I then noted that if she's going to steal anything from Mercedes, it needs to be the bank statement, money maker, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We get a Rose Plant countered into an ankle lock, which gets countered into a knee bar. Then Kyrie tries to interfere. She gets shotgun drop kicked into the LED by Lyra. Bayley gets stuck into the Asuka lock, but then she rolls it into a Rose Plant for 3.
Oh.
So we get a recap of Punk telling that nigga, I'm gonna bury you next to your daddy. Then we get Grande Classic with Danhausen. Yeah, Chad Gable is full mask off at this point as Grande Classic. Because he's literally, like, he is literally one Freudian slip away from burrito, taco.
Which is so crazy every time he said it, but, I mean... That's how that nigga actually be talking.
To it being like full on racist caricature. Like, oh my god. It's insane that he shouldn't have even come back as Grande Classic. How does this work? Why is this what you guys chose to reheat? Anyway, Danhausen, he tells Danhausen to get lost. Danhausen curses him. And then Penta comes out, thanks everybody. He cuts a promo in English and Spanish, basically both saying that I fight for everybody. I fight every day for the people who can't, for the people who do want to fight. Lucha Libre is about fighting to be the best and fighting day in and day out to achieve what you want. And then I guess the curse worked out because El Grande Americano comes out instead of Grande Classic, and we have the title match. If you've seen El Grande Americano versus Penta before, it's the same match. We get a Springboard Destroyer for 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good match between the two. They're fantastic wrestlers, but you know, you've seen it. You know, like this wasn't much different from last year where we were doing this every week. So we get a
fucking Ludwig that pops up. Where the fuck did Gable go? Is he dead?
Well, that's the curse. Is that he probably fucking fell down a well or some shit.
Oh, tough.
He should have been nicer. So we get the we get the Steph promo about Liv. She says she can see how she got to where she is, using the opportunities to grow and learn. Says she hides behind her friends instead of doing things on her own. Where Steph grew up. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. Steph said where she grew up and learned from the person that she is. Says that Liv's become lazy, and that Steph sees more in Liv than she sees in herself. She says that Liv sees herself as a cheap blonde. I assume that she says bitch. European feed clipped something out. I didn't know what it was. And then she says that she sees Liv as like a battle-hardened warrior, like somebody that is supposed to be walking around with respect, not just being with that fucking dirty mustache man.
A rat.
Little rat fuck. So, back in the clubhouse, Liv is pissed off about the video package. Then Dom says, "Where the fuck is Finn?" That's the angriest I've seen this little dirty nigga in a while.
Yeah.
That nigga kicked the door. Where the fuck is Finn? So you know what? It don't matter. I'm going to the ring. Y'all can come with me if y'all want. That nigga says, "I need a rematch for my title. I should be the champion, but instead Penta has the title, and we all know whose fault it is. Finn Balor, get the fuck out here. I wanted to do this backstage, but you're making me call you out and come find you." So Finn comes out flanked by JD. He says they've all been looking for Finn. He hopes he's here to tell him that he got him his rematch. Finn says, yeah, I fucked up. If it wasn't for me last week, you'd still be champion. I'm sorry. I was trying to help you, teach you a lesson, that we'd always have your back. You told me that you wanted to be the greatest Mysterio of all time. But to be the greatest anything of all time, you've got to fight your own battles. Punk got in his head. Don't know if anybody noticed this, but Punk got directly in this man's head and reset his brain wiring back to the Prince. Not even back to the Prince. Back to fucking Balor when he first got here. For 2 years, he's been trying to help and guide him. But the more he tries and helps, the more he realizes that maybe his dad was right. He's a spoiled little bitch. Dom pie faces him. Finn is like, damn. He turns around. Oh, and I should have known. I don't know why I didn't see it coming. Because he does this all the time. He hits that fucking Pele kick, and the entire crowd comes unglued, man.
He does it every time, too, where he starts to take off his jacket, then immediately interrupts it into the Pele kick, and I'm like, all right.
He's so fucking cool, man.
Fuck.
He Pele kicks him. He starts whooping on him. JD pulls him off. And then, you know, they pull apart. Dom comes running. This nigga gets caught with a sling blade. Man, Finn backs up into the corner. Liv is in the corner. She looks shook as shit. He puts the guns up. I was like, holy fuck. This shit was so raw. And then JD picks wrong. He cuts off Finn. He beats him down. Everybody stomps him out. It's so crazy that somebody said it. I don't know what type of a Twitter account they are, but they said, "Hold on, Liv wasn't doing nothing. She still believes." They were saying that her and Finn go way back.
I don't know if you.
I don't believe that thing. I think if anything, Dominic's getting sent to hell. Somebody also brought up that it doesn't make sense that JD would turn on Finn, and I completely agree. Like, this was the nigga that lobbied for you to be in the group.
That's his dog, yeah.
It's the nigga that trained you. Like in real life and in kayfabe, it's the nigga that trains you. Like this is literally your day one. He's looked up for you. You're basically your entire life, and you're siding with fucking dirty mustache man.
And y'all were tag champs together. Like
you're siding with the guy that eats chicken nuggets. Like
it's crazy.
You're insane, man. The guy that they constantly infantilize in this fucking clubhouse, and he eats chicken nuggets. That's the nigga who you want to side with. Little baby man. Okay, bro, whatever. Anyway, they stomp him out. He gets the hammer-loaded 619, 2 frog splashes. And I noted that I think the problem with this angle is how ready everybody was to jump Finn. Like the fact that there wasn't even like people thought like when JD lays out Finn for hitting the sling blade on Dominic, everybody thinks about it for literally a split second and then joins in stomping him out. Like nobody tried to. It's like we retconned and skipped steps at a certain point.
Yeah,
where
for sure.
Where Finn was on the outs with everybody, but literally everything was fine up until 2 weeks ago. Like it's weird, right? Because like nobody had any problems. It was okay. Finn lost that chamber, whatever. Okay, you know.
I mean, it started after that first Punk match. So we're Punk.
Nah, yeah, of course. But I'm just saying,
it just wasn't framed in a way that's good or satisfying.
Yeah, it's not framed in a way where there's actual turmoil. It's literally Finn is in his own head, and Dominic is making it about him, and everybody just decides to side with Dominic because they've created this fucking little, like, you know, daddy's little monster, where nobody can say anything to him or else he'll have a temper tantrum. That's what this was. He walks into the fucking clubhouse, he's screaming about where the fuck is Finn, and everybody's like, go chill the fuck out, man. Like, even in the clubhouse segment, Liv is literally sick to her stomach about the Steph promo. Dom comes in screaming, and she switches on a dime. She's back in fucking girlfriend mode, shook that he started screaming. Like, I don't understand why these characters are so one-dimensional when it comes to certain interactions with each other. Like, I don't... It's so weird. Everything about the Judgment Day and about WWE's, like, storytelling and booking is just fucking weird. That's really all that needs to be said about that. But alas, we continue. Pierce with Javon, he gives them props. He gives them the night off. Kofi and Waller walk up. They want to talk. And then Kofi says, Waller, get the fuck out of here. I want to talk in private with him. And Kofi tries to basically recruit him into the New Day. And he tells him to think about it. Bayley says to Jackie that it's an honor to wrestle AJ again for a title that she's wanted so bad. And then if she wins, then maybe her and Lyra can have a match. And Oba, Femi, and Rusev totally fucking happens. It's cool for about 3 seconds, and then Oba just kills him. So, next week on Raw, we've got fucking Piss Bandit. We've got Bayley and AJ. We've got Grande Classic versus Americano. And then we have Roman Reigns live. And your main event is the Punker, man. So he comes out to cheers, they're chanting CM Punk, they're doing all the thing. He says, damn, I was completely unsure about what the temperature of the room was going to be. Because you guys are hot for me. The internet said I took it too far. I didn't know what to think. It's been categorized as disrespectful, but Roman Reigns has never respected him once in his career. And then everybody chants OTC, OTC, OTC. Punk lets it sit for a while, he looks around. And then he says, you know what this nigga says? He says, go ahead and hold your breath. He might show up. And then he waits another like 10, 15 seconds, knowing he's not coming. Yeah. This is the funniest nigga ever. Because if he did that in AEW with Hangman, and niggas got so fucking mad. That was the start of their beef. Was Hangman said some shit about him, and he was like, yeah, you know, you a fucking coward like Hangman Page.
God.
This is the funniest nigga ever, man. Like, at least this time it's within, it's part of the story, so he can get away with it. Oh my god, this shit is so fucking funny. Let's see. He says Roman's never respected him. He told him to respect. He doesn't. he at least wanted him to respect the position he held. Titles in this business are made to find out who the best is, and the best go and defend their titles. This title in particular was created because Roman Reigns shunned his championship responsibilities. I defended mine. I defend this title because I'm proud of it. Because you all deserve a fighting champion. When I defend this title, I level it up. If you stand in the ring across from CM Punk, you have to level up physically and damn sure verbally. Because if not, I'll leave you slack-jawed like Roman Reigns last week. I leveled this place up, but unfortunately I lowered myself to Roman Reigns' level. The Usos then come out. Jey Uso is the least intimidating. It's literally the pit bull with the pit bull. Little black nigga holding the pit bull. He trying to make that motherfucker look scary. Yep. That's Jey Uso fucking stomping or stamping around the ring, talking about some. I need you to apologize right now. Okay, man. Apologize, man. Why is Roman still sending his cousins out to do his heavy lifting? We came out here our damn selves. And Jimmy says that it has nothing to do with Roman, but everything to do with respect. He says that he's got his respect. Jimmy says he has this has nothing to do with Roman, but everything. Sorry, damn, I just reread my whole shit. He said he respects his character. He always says what's on his mind, and instead of like running around obstacles, he runs right through them. Then he calls him the voice of the voiceless. They then say that you can speak trash about Roman all you'd like, but you spoke on our late uncle who has no voice, and then he demands an apology. Punk then says, "You're right. Your brother's coming in a little hot, but you're right. Sika doesn't have a voice, and I'm not spiritual, but we're friends. At least I like to think so. You believe he can hear us? Okay, then I hope he hears this, and I hope you're listening. We're friends, and the entire family goes way back a lot longer than a lot of people realize. I didn't know Sika, but I knew Alpha. When I drew up to Allentown, Pennsylvania, I never worked for free, as he gave me a place to stay, gas, food. I was paid in knowledge. I damn near babysat Lance. I learned from Sami. I respect everyone in your family. And in return, everyone has shown me respect except for the one. I know Sika sees what I see, and that's what a lying, conniving, backstabbing, manipulative, gaslighting, egotistical, narcissistic, plastic politician his son is."
Ooh.
This nigga Jason, he still don't get it.
He's still not getting it.
Jimmy then says, "It's not about Roman. We need you to say, 'I'm sorry.' The crowd chants, 'Say you're sorry.' He then daps up Jimmy, says he's sorry. Daps up Jay, says he's sorry. But because this is Punk, that's never the end of it. By the way, I'm sorry Roman treated the rest of you and his family and the bloodline like garbage for years and never apologized. I'm sorry Roman disrespected one of my mentors, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the father of my good friend Cody, when he called him irrelevant. And he isn't on the hook for apologizing, but I am? I'm sorry, Usos. I'm sorry Roman has tricked you all and everyone else. That he gives a damn about any of you and any of this. If he did, if he cared about you or any of the people, me, of this company or of this business, I'd be in the ring talking to him now instead of his young boys."
Oh, his young boys is crazy.
And then he took the mic, shoved it into Jay's chest. Jay shoves him back, and Jimmy hits him with the craziest haymaker.
You have to.
No, he doesn't. You guys did this. Why did y'all come out here? Like, you had no reason to come out here. You did this to yourself.
I had to for Unc, bro.
You had to for Unc. It's not about Unc. The fact that this nigga schooled y'all and said, "I know your family more than y'all." It's the craziest pull. That's the craziest lore pull I've ever heard.
Well, I don't think Jimmy really cares, right? Like, obviously, he came out and he's like, yes, about the voice of the voiceless. I don't think that guy gives a shit about Roman. I believe when he says it's all about, what's the name?
Jay has no idea what the fuck he's doing, by the way.
Jay's brain is cooked. Saw them damn sleepers from Gunner, man. He can't get the blood going up there anymore. I don't know.
This guy's brain is mush.
Like, it's fucked, bro. Like, that guy in particular should not be fighting for no fucking
Roman Reigns honor.
Talking about some Talking about some, you don't get it. Uso, like, shut up, bro. And that's what, because, you know, the show goes off air after that. But that's when the fucking timeline is in a tizzy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's making the rounds and talking about it. And goes exactly how you would expect, right? For those of you that don't know, Bloodline fans love to role play as if they're part of the Bloodline, right? A lot of people got into wrestling around
Too many people
2020?
made this shit their fucking personality.
Because, you know, wrestling was like one of the only things that stayed open during COVID.
Fucking
So it's
evil,
like-
by the way.
It's actually crazy how they managed to have that happen. I don't know how they got away with that, but they did. So, sorry, a very not funny thought just crossed my mind about. We'll keep this shit to myself. Anyways,
This nigga is
niggas
so
got
nuts.
into it. Niggas got into it over fucking COVID. Obviously, the Bloodline was like the hot popular thing, and they were on every show, and they had these long fucking segments that I didn't watch because I don't give a fuck. But that was the show for a while, right? It was the Bloodline show. It wasn't much else, right? That's where that nigga started to get his really long title reign from. And in that, niggas never let go of that. Really, they love seeing. I see the fucking all these different Bloodline highlights tweets all over the timeline. You're in the IWC, the wrestling community, for a while on Twitter. You're bound to run into a nigga whose name is fucking tribal megastar, fucking, you know, Nav Treeks, who's a fucking huge Bloodline fan. There's mad Bloodline fans with Bloodline themed names. Niggas will just have the fucking blood drop in the names or like the fucking finger pointing up. And you can see it in the crowd too, right? A lot of these niggas going to these shows still remember that Thunderdome era. Niggas will put their ones up just because it's something they remember. Not even because they actually fuck Roman. They're just like, oh, I gotta get my ones up. Because the niggas were robbed of putting their ones up during the fucking
Ridiculous.
COVID days. They're gonna be like, I'm not gonna miss out, right? It's fucking crazy. So everybody's arguing with these people on the timeline because the Bloodline fans are saying that, like, oh, Punk's disrespectful. He's not even being a face right now. He's doing a lot of heelish behaviors. And you guys are agreeing with him and making jokes to him. That's fucked up, you know, taking this shit too far, right? My nigga can't get off a bar one time? What?
He didn't say anything that was wrong is the fucking problem. Like, that's what they don't understand. And they don't want to understand, is that nothing he said was a fucking lie.
Jimmy, I don't know. Everybody's going like, all right, well, here's the thing. He's not wrong about the apologizing thing because that nigga actually had Jimmy in hell, right? Now, this shit is very recent. Okay, a lot of this, like, Bloodline lore shit is still very recent. Even as far as to WrestleMania 2024, WrestleMania 40, nigga, that singles match was Jimmy versus Yeet Uso.
Yeah, that was the worst match.
And
You know what's crazy about that? Jimmy had no reason to stay. Jay was literally like, brother, we can go to Raw and not have to deal with this nigga anymore. And Jimmy fucking stayed.
Nah, cause Jimmy was like, nah, that nigga good in my book. He ain't do nothing to me.
We can't abandon family, brother. You've seen what he's been doing to us.
Yeah, but like after 2024, I don't think them niggas made up to like what, October?
Yeah, they didn't have a choice.
For Bad Blood, that shit was rushed and it was terrible. Niggas want to ignore that, right?
They made up to save Roman's life, by the way.
Cause he was, bro, Solo Sikoa had him in a blender. Jacob.
No. It's way funnier when you say Solo had him in a blender.
I mean, for a while it was just Solo that had him in a blender, bro. Fucking Paul Heyman got put through a table.
Yeah, they killed that guy quick. That was crazy.
They took that nigga off of TV. He was gone even longer.
I think that's the funniest shit ever. Is that they were doing the angle where Paul was being like verbally and physically abused by the Neo bloodline to where he looked like shit every week.
Yeah, like,
he looked fat and fucking more musty than usual.
Get pressed up on by Solo Sikoa. Roman could not, for the life of him, defeat Solo Sikoa by himself. So guess what? Jimmy Uso came crawling back. And they were like, all right, we can get a little motion going on, right? And then what happened? Them niggas couldn't recruit anybody else because nobody else fucked with them. Because none of them niggas apologized, right? So then, what happened? Bad Blood happens. Roman's like, nigga, I need somebody to help me take down Solo Sikoa. Who does he call? Well, he doesn't call him.
He has
Niggas,
Heyman
Goku and
called him.
Frieza. Goku and Frieza end up in a fucking tag team against fucking the Samoan werewolf and Solo Sikoa at Bad Blood, right? And then Big Cuz shows up, which goes nowhere, by the way. Fuck that nigga. But after that, Cody's like, nah, I'm done. Because guess what? Cody helped the nigga out. And look what happened. Kevin Owens was like, what was that? Cody's like, what was what? I just wanted to get my hand at Solo. And then Kevin Owens fucking killed him for the next like 4 or 5 months. Because this nigga Roman didn't start apologizing to people, other people are getting killed on his behalf. Fucking Punk didn't even bring that up.
Didn't need to.
So what happens? All right, Cody's out of the picture. He's getting dropped on his fucking neck by Kevin Owens damn near bi-weekly, right? But I still got Jimmy. I still got Jimmy, right? All right, who else can we put together for this bloodline shit? Jay, nah, Jay don't want to talk to me right now. Who does he go for? Sammy after? He gets Sammy or some shit like that?
Yeah, he ends up getting
I can't
Sammy,
remember.
and then they end up getting Jay, I'm pretty sure.
Was it? It was Sammy before Jay?
Well, yeah, because Jay was one that just he didn't want to undo him.
Nigga, they had Sammy's man's fucking chained up in the time chamber, hitting him with super kicks and shit. Jimmy was doing that. Jimmy and Jim. I know Jay's cool with Sammy now. I don't think none of them.
I don't think none of them niggas is cool no more. Because Sami Zayn.
None of them. I mean now, but not, I don't think. Maybe I just missed an episode, right? Because I don't think I started watching until like like September of fucking 2024, maybe. I probably didn't start watching until 2025, really. But no, it was September 24. But I don't know if they ever apologized to. Definitely didn't to Kevin because Kevin still fucking hates them.
I mean, even if they
were getting
apologized,
rinsed.
they fucking ruined Kevin's life for like 3 years.
Yeah, the nigga was getting rinsed. And so all right, you get Sammy. Jay is the hardest one to get back. I want you, Jay Uso, right? Think about where Jay Uso is in this CM Punk promo, right? He's the hardest one to get back. And what finally gets him to come back? I think he tells Roman, I just want an apology. Or something along those lines. And what does Roman hit him with? He hits him with Yeet. And niggas cape for that little moment so hard that he said my little catchphrase. My little money-making catchphrase. Yeah, everything's fine. What are you doing, man? I told you about.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I forgot about Crown Jewel. Oh
I did too. I'm not remembering that bullshit.
Sammy came to Crown Jewel to help Jay, and Roman got a little bit kicked accidentally. No, all right, they got Jay first, right? I think they got Jay first because of fucking Crown Jewel, where they lost to Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
Them niggas could not do it without fucking Cody Rhodes, bro. It couldn't be done. We couldn't get over the hump. Me and my family I spent years terrorizing both SmackDown and Raw with these fucking 3 people. Yeah, I can't get past fucking Lil Cuz.
Look who the gatekeeper was. Fucking Solo Sikoa.
God.
Don Solo.
Jesus Christ, man. So they can't do anything, and then War Games comes around. We have to finally put an end to Solo. We need a 5th for our War Games team. Who can we find? Cody? Nah. I'm done with him. We're done with him. Like, what?
Yeah, we're done with the guy. Literally, the fucking Ubermensch. We're done with him, okay? The guy that can literally solve all your problems.
And then they tried to ask fucking Seth. Seth was like, you niggas must be out of your fucking minds. So we eventually get to Heyman getting Punk for the War Games team, and guess what?
Son, looking in Seth's direction was so disrespectful.
I think it was Sami that asked it. Still disrespectful, but I can see it. Sammy's like a degree removed. He's like, yo, listen, I know you and him don't get along, but like, I'm tired of getting dropped on my neck. Can you help us out?
Yo, please, gang. He's stubborn as shit and won't ask for your help. We need something, bro.
Oh,
nigga Paul had to go call the Don. Did him a favor. That's right.
That's right. Them niggas won.
Had to save your bitch ass life from fucking Solo Sikoa.
But the timeline, just to put into perspective how crazy it was, that this all stemmed from Roman getting dropped on his head after losing his belt at WrestleMania 40, right? Didn't apologize to none of them niggas. They helped him out when Solo was putting belt to ass, and now look where we're at, right? Punk is saying, hey, you niggas never got that apology, right? If anything, I helped you guys. He ain't say it, but he might say it. I helped you
He
guys
doesn't
out
need
more
to
than
say
he
it.
did.
They know that, like, and that's a lot of what this promo was Punk saying this because they know. They punched him because they know. They got increasingly angrier and tried to laser in on the Sika stuff because they know. Jay won't show it because he's dumb and fucking microwave, but Jimmy knows.
Exactly. And that probably hurts Jimmy because it's like, nigga, I'm always there for this guy. And he never, like, he never brings that up. Right? But the online discussion of this promo is cooked. Because half of it is just people just going like, oh, he apologized the way the Samoans do by saying yeet. That was crazy.
Yo, you
And
need to
then
get banned from, like, the entire internet. Like
here's
your
the
phone and
funny
your
part.
computers need to load up to the fucking no internet dinosaur on Chrome.
If you've been seeing fucking O'Shea Jackson Jr. get flayed for the past couple days, it started on Monday because he wanted a cape for Roman Reigns.
Fucking ball liquor.
And he's like, oh yeah, I've had hella disagreements with my family, and we've never apologized.
Just say you hate your dad and move on, man.
Listen, I hear where he's coming from. However, that's not actually solving anything. You are being the bigger person. And the fact that you're bringing this up means that you have obviously have some leftover feelings. So if a nigga were to hit you with, yeah, I bet that nigga never apologized to you, that he would also be right. That you are harboring feelings. Because that's what's happening here. And that's probably why Punk isn't gonna, like, whoop on him? You might, but I doubt he takes that shit personally. It's them fucking venting their frustrations out on him, especially Jay. Nigga Roman talk about I don't want to see y'all till Christmas. Because they got BTA by the Vision, bro. My ex's faction, what the fuck? Nigga, we used to be the people around here, now we're getting beat by fucking putty patrollers, man. What's going on?
Yeah, to be fair, at the time, that guy was not a putty patroller. That was very much Goldar.
Who?
Bronson Reed, nigga?
Oh, no. I mean, he upskilled. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
That fucking pre-patch Goldar and Zed, when them niggas first got there?
I don't know. But okay, but it's the sliding curve of fucking Bronson Reed was crazy. Cause first he was like that, and then he initially joined the Division, no longer like that. Nerfed. And then he came back to being like that when they started this tribal thief shit. Insane scaling. What else? And then I think they had to run War Games back, and there was a bunch of shit there. But it's just nobody wants to be for real. Everybody's just like, listen, Punk is an asshole, but he's right. This is Anthony Mackie shit. He's out of line, but he's right. That's what this entire feud is stemming on right now. You know, good on them for making cinema out of it. But I don't think it goes anywhere. But well, at least on the Uso side, Punk is gonna get his. But it's just funny the way that these fucking Bloodline fans interact with the media. They're deliberately just not engaging with.
Yes, they are purposely disassociated with anything that doesn't make their favorite characters and their comfort characters look like the perfect saints.
Which, hey, that's how you want to play things. I support you, but just do not be my line of sight, please. Talking about Roman getting pops and babyface reaction, then flipping and going, he's not a face, he's a tweener. I see. Here's the thing, right? I don't think we're both in the era of smart marks, but we're also in the era of like people that watch this shit, not actually attending shows. I'm not fucking cheering for no goddamn Roman Reigns. If I go, fuck no. Fucked up. What has Roman done for me?
Nothing.
Exactly.
This shit is fucking crazy, man.
I'm gonna laugh at that Seth shit though. But that's raw. I'm invested in this Punk. You've done it again. Even when your opponent doesn't show up for half the fucking build, like everybody said he wasn't going to. I'm seeded week to week. That nigga turned them bracelets into a real ass storyline. I'm here. I don't care. Losing like shit at Mania. If he loses, oh my god, bro. I think that next day I'm just gonna be laying in my bed. I'm just gonna lay there. I don't think I'll be able to get up. I somehow know better than niggas watching for years It's funny. I haven't gone back and watched any of that old shit either.
Don't do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. There's too many hoopers around now to where it's just like, not that niggas weren't hooping back then. There's just way more niggas hooping now. I can't go back. Can't do it. Can't do that shit. Even watching 39 was tough for me. I was like, wow.
No, that the Roman era Graps is bad, bro. Like I was showing niggas in the Discord all like random raws from the time, and it was like, what niggas don't understand is that this bloodline shit created a vacuum. Nothing else existed. Vince did not care about the rest of the fucking company unless it was Roman. Why do you think Roman held both belts? It was so he didn't have. It was so this thing didn't have to focus on anything else but Roman.
Yeah.
He wagered the entire company on the line and made Brock Lesnar a fucking hero. Brock Lesnar was supposed to be the hero to slay Roman Reigns. Granted, this was before we knew that Brock was a fucking piss bandit.
That's where he was in that fucking forklift, right?
Yes, where he was just fucking with this guy. He was in the forklift. He lifted the ring up. He fucking crushed the car with the Usos in it. That Roman left them in it. Like, Roman was using them niggas as fucking shields and lemmings against Brock Lesnar. And nobody remembers this.
No, of course not.
Dude, Brock had those little Samoan niggas in hell every time his music hit. Like, Brock is literally like I know we're supposed to hate Brock now, but I don't want to talk about him in like a great light, but he was literally like the ultimate world event. That stupid ass fucking guitar riff hit and everybody went, man, fuck. It didn't matter if you were face, if you were heel. When that music hit, something was fucked up. So when we found out that niggas had finally called Godzilla to deal with fucking... When we found out that niggas called Godzilla to deal with Ghidorah, we were like, okay, hold on. We have something here. And then he fucking lost. And then he lost, and Roman became the fucking God King of the universe, and it was fucking over. And it was doomed, man. Yeah. But before that, the SmackDown, like, it was a tweet that I shared the other day. Niggas was talking about, oh, who was he supposed? I think it was O'Shea Jackson. I was fucking talking about Roman beat everybody like 3 to 5 times. You don't hear nothing wrong with that? Roman Reigns beat every challenger 3 to 5 times.
See, but this is what I be talking about. It's like they're treating this shit like it's real life, right? You have like, come on, come on.
Like, nigga, you hear that somebody beat everybody on the roster 3 to 5 times and that wasn't a problem?
I guarantee you them niggas was falling for Vince's stupid fucking yummy cheese every now and again, where that nigga would get dead to rights. There's no way. It's fucking. It's the shit. It's how niggas fell off of the boys, right? Them first 2 seasons of the boys, Teflon. Damn, they really got a manila folder on Homelander. There's no way he's gonna get out of this one. Somehow he gets out of that shit. Same thing with Roman Reigns. I know for a fact, because I would just watch the timeline sometimes, and it'd just be mad wrestling, even though I'm not affiliated. I wasn't affiliated back then. And niggas would just be like, all right, tonight is the night that Roman Reigns dies. There's no way he's getting out of this one. But a couple hours later, I guarantee you, there's no fucking way Roman Reigns is still champ. And I know he was one of those niggas. Everybody thought, even if you're a Bloodline fan, niggas are like, hey, it's been a good run. It's been a good run. We had a great run. We didn't break the record, but we had a great run at the top. You know what I'm saying? Bloodline forever. And then the nigga wins, oh my God, we're still good. Like, what?
Yeah, that was him versus Dragon and him versus Copeland. Was niggas boo-hooing at a certain point.
Thank God Cody came in because no one would be believable. You know niggas have the audacity now. They tried to wake this shit up on Monday. They tried to say that fucking Cody is like the most pushed top guy ever.
Yeah. We just ignore them because they know what they're doing.
It just doesn't make any sense. He's just a regular top. He's probably on the lower end of top guys. Realistically, because they don't have anything good for him to do, right? He has made the most out of the dog shit that is on SmackDown, right? Thankfully, we got a fucking A1 Kevin Owens like something during that first title reign.
Yeah.
But besides that, we've had I've had a few fun matches here and there. AJ Styles match was pretty fun, even if niggas hate that one. But looking compared to like what we're getting now, we're fucking nothing, man. Of a goddamn thing.
Talking about he's the most push talk. I wish Cody could hold 2 belts, have a faction that also has fucking both brand tag belts, and fucking not have to show up to. Why would
Yeah, I wish this guy could be the God King of the universe, and even when he's not there, the entire solar system revolves around him. I wish anybody could have that.
I just don't understand what people are saying. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's
But
nonsense.
I mean, that's the point, right? The entire point was to strip common sense and they just buy shirts, and they succeeded. So, anyways, if you go down the list of Roman's opponents, you're gonna be upset. I know Claudio on there somewhere.
Yeah, one time.
I would have pulled the trigger. I'm so sorry.
Well, but that was the thing, is that for the first time ever, Claudio had been built up as like an actual threat. So there was we weren't holding out hope, but it was like, hold on, the Strange what one up.
Yeah.
The niggas was like, hold. Of course not. Why would it be?
I would have pulled that bitch.
Yeah, man. But this bloodline shit is just so toxic to the greater wrestling sphere, because you can't have any conversations about the WWE product, especially because they continue to keep Roman Reigns at the fucking center of it. It's impossible. But on to NXT. This is gonna be quick because Vengeance Day recap. They put in at the end of the recap was a Tatum Paxi storyline, because they knew that the fucking Ricky Saints shit has no legs. It's a Tatum promo. She thanks everybody again for carrying her and helping her to grow and win the title. Izzy pops back up, lays her out, and poses with the title. Ego and Saints are trying to get back on track. Ego says, "Listen, we're naked right now." He was like, "Yeah, I didn't need that. I didn't need that visual." So they know that if they pin the respective champion, they get a title shot. Then says they'll be back in the saddle soon. Jasper Troy is a fucking loser. So they do the triple threat. It's Jasper Troy, it's Eli Knight, it's Shawn Legacy. Jasper Troy is put through the table by Keanu Carver, who then stares Booker T down and says, "Tell this fuck nigga to keep my name out his mouth." And this shit is fucking hilarious, because Booker then says, "This is Robert Stone's fault. This is an unsafe work environment. I don't feel safe. This nigga should be fined and suspended." Vic then says, yeah, Booker threw his headset down to check on Jasper Troy. Then Jasper gets back into the ring, and they hit this nigga with a hyper combo. It's a 450 from Shawn Legacy. It's a moonsault by Eli Knight. They double pin this nigga. I never want to hear Jasper Troy doing anything ever again. This nigga got pinned by at the same time by 2 niggas he weighs more than together. And you're gonna say that the proper excuse is, oh well, he got chokeslammed through a table by a big nigga. Watch out, man. So then Shiloh and Pax go to destroy the Cullings cars. Birthright is warming up, and they ask Uriah if his dad made the call. He said no, but his dad did. Then we do Birthright versus Dempsey and Heights. Vic notes that Charlie Dempsey is trained by Dave Taylor, Marty Jones, and Johnny Saint. Those are British wrestling legends, also friends of William Regal. Booker then notes, I beat them all. Beat them all. Vic then said, you talking about people living in the past. What you telling me this for? So, of course, everything spills to the outside. The baby faces are up. Charlie looks at the stage, and out come Fit Finley and William Regal, the respective fathers of both men on both teams. And then, out of nowhere, they give him the nod, and begrudgingly, Mr. Dempsey attacks Tavion Heights and lays him out, and then goes to pose with everybody else in the Israeli stable. So, I'm not sure what the storyline is. Bro. I think that he's trapped because of his daddy. Like, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, because Charlie very much looks like he doesn't want to be there. He very much looks like he's only joined this faction because his dad said to. So the Culling come out to their car and every other car in the locker room, or in the parking lot, on bricks. Let's see. We get a Tony D promo. He says the first step was Dark State, and then this is where I note that the NXT crowd refuses to shut the fuck up. He says he wants to win the NXT Championship, and then he lets Hendry know that it's not personal, it's just business. Lola gives Sol a pep talk before her match with Laney Reed. and then commentary debates on if there is a new wrinkle to Solo, and then she just beats Laney. It's nothing special. I wouldn't even go back and watch this. Elio LaFleur, the new speed champion, wants them to kill the speed gimmick. He says the tournament takes too long. This shit is about speed. We should do something else. And then Stone says he'll figure something out. Vanity Project won a match at Stand and Deliver, and then Stone says he's got an idea. Again. So this is a fun bit of comedy where it's Blake Howard interviewing Blake Monroe. He then asks what's next for the Glamour. She says Stand and Deliver, and then Tatum comes around the corner and calls for Blake, and then they both respond. And then she asks them if they've seen Izzy. They say no, then she leaves. Blake is eyeing the North American Championship the whole time. So we know that. So, like I said, we knew that Tatum isn't long for this world. And then at the end of the segment, Blake tells him, or Miss Monroe tells him, yo, you gotta change your name. This is fucking crazy. You gotta figure that out. So, Ren Sinclair and Thea Hale happens. Thea Hale gets sent to the fucking... she gets sent straight to the gulag. Stone makes a tournament for the tag titles. And then OTM starts brawling with Dark State. Let's see what else is happening here. We see Fatal Influence match up with the Ren QCC. Ren says that she beat Nikita and Thea Hale in 3 minutes. That she can definitely beat JC, or not JC, sorry. Actually, yes. No, Fallon. Jesus, my brain. She says she can beat Fallon in 5 minutes. And then Kendall reiterates that she is chasing JC's shadow. Tatum finds Izzy as she's about to leave. They brawl. Stone says next week is a steel cage match for the title. So next week is as follows. Izzy and Tatum for the title, steel cage. Soruka, Zarya, and JC Jane for the title. Ren Sinclair versus Fallon Henley for the title. And in the first round, it's going to be Hank and Tank versus Charlie Dempsey and Lexis King in the tag tournament. And OTM and Dark State are kicked out of the tournament because of their bad behavior. Vanity Project was talking about getting time off because spring break is coming up. And these niggas said, you gotta fight Los Americanos next week. Because we're having a big shindig in Texas. This is where we cut to commentary as they have a big announcement. Vic notes that they were only supposed to be a commentary team for 3 months. And now they've been a team for 3 years. And next week is Booker T Appreciation Week. So, if we double back to what happened earlier in the night, Booker T is going to get murdered big style, like Amunzi said. Keanu Carver finna have that nigga. He's finna have that nigga inside out. That Stand and Deliver match is gonna look crazy when it has to be Jasper Troy versus Keanu Carver. And Keanu just rips that guy's head off. What do you want, man? We don't have nobody. We needed David Finlay to save us, and we don't have nobody.
Look who you wanted to trap down there for a year plus.
Listen, bro, we needed somebody. We need a kingpin. Our champion is fucking Joe Hendry, man.
I should have hit up Gabe Kidd and see if he wanted to leave.
That guy is fucking hilarious.
Clearly, he ain't got no loyalty, so.
So I mean, we have the tag match. It's Paige, it's Saints, it's Bourne, it's Hendry. It's a very boring tag match. Ricky then recreates the accident from Vengeance Day, except instead of actually tripping, he just throws the North American Championship as hard as he can across the fucking ring. Let's see. Booker then refers to them as Absolute Ego. Then I noticed that these assholes have matching gear. Oddly enough, these assholes hit Power and Glory. Shout out to FTR. Let's see. And this ending part is actually very, very brilliant. Saints tries to cheat. He gets caught. He gets rolled up by Hendry for 2. Then as he comes off the ropes and hits Hendry with a spear, Ego hits the blind tag. They argue for a bit. Miles Bourne drops kick Saint, who powders out of the ring. And then Ego then calls for the ref to remove Miles Bourne from the ring. And as the ref is turned around, he hits Twisted Grit under the title, and he gets the 3 count. And as Bourne slides in, Ego pantomimes that he's not only is he better than him, but he's on a. And then as they pose and the show ends, Vic's closing remarks are, and I quote, is the realization setting in for Saints that Ego was able to do something that he couldn't, which is pin Joe Hendry. So a little bit of good commentary work to end the show.
I'm gonna go Vic, bro.
He's good, man. He's very good. He just needs a good color guy, if not a better color guy. Like, I think Booker's thing and with Vic only works because of the two of them. So, where are we at? We're at Dynamite, the main event. We open the show with, of course, the Death Rider versus the Callis family. The Death Riders lineup is Moxley and Castagnoli. Callis family lineup, Takeshita and Hechicero. Nigga, this Death Riders team is 13-1-1. What are we doing?
Nah, we're sending out the fucking A team, nigga.
Like, I didn't even know this. This team being 13-1-1 is so scary, nigga. Oh my god.
San Jose was jumping too.
Yeah, you see who's in this match? This shit is hot. Man, Hechicero had Claudio in hell. Yeah. This group being unable to beat luchadors because they're not straightforward wrestlers is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, it's honestly impressive that we have a long-standing, like, canon event that the Death Riders do not match up well against luchadors.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That is a narrative. Fuck.
Yeah, because Claudio lost to Mascara Dorada in the Continental Classic, and then he had trouble with what's his name? It wasn't Gravity. It was another one of the masked niggas. But the point is that there absolutely is a context where Claudio and the rest of the Death Riders do have a luchador problem. So this is where they note that Takesha's got a fucking mouse under his fucking eye, and this shit looks gnarly, man. Yo, Moxley gets into a sequence and he's hit a flow state because he has Takesha in hell, brother. He gets a rear naked choke, he gets a crossface, he gets a ring, a Saturn, and goes right into an armbar. Hey, man, maybe you gotta kill this nigga before Sunday. Because if he's moving like that and he going to Sunday like that and you are not ready because you hate the niggas in your faction, you're gonna lose, buddy.
Okay, but them niggas keep telling me to kill him, and I want to get the title, man.
Yeah, this Claudio Hechicero matchup is like 70-30 Hechicero. It's crazy. Claudio cannot do anything about Hechicero. Because he gets that nigga in that arm trap thing and starts rolling him around, fucking him up. Man, but unfortunately, Hechicero almost ends up running into the ref. He turns around, he gets eye poked and cradled for 3. And post-match, it's a fucking brawl. The family attacks. Marina is trucked over by Archer, whose arm is in a cast. They give Takeshita the shield chair to murder Mox with, and he refuses. He tells them all he doesn't need help. He wants to do it on his own. And he and Hechicero argue as they leave, and Takeshita tells Mox he's got his number. Marina gives them the middle finger as they walk away. Man, I can say that I'm thoroughly engaged in this Death Riders Callis family stuff, because I thought it was just going to be a bunch of boring nonsense. But we've got some super cool matchups. Like, Moxley and Takeshita is probably the coolest matchup that you can come up with, because the rest of the Death Riders are like... The Death Riders very much is a trio, not like 5 people. Like, I can't even say that Pac is in the trio anymore. The trio is Claudio, Mox, and Marina. Garcia joining was supposed to be a big deal, but they haven't even tried to actually develop Garcia in any capacity. Which is why I said what I said about him with the Collision show, where at least he's wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
Is like, has been lowered to sit with the fucking B team is crazy. Like he's still considered a top prospect, but like I said, the fact that he's just fucking whatchamacallit now, the fact that he's definitely down there with them niggas is just fucked up. So Renee is with Persephone and Willow. They have a TBS title match a bit later. They exchange pleasantries, and then Persephone is like, yeah, I hit harder than you, and I'm stronger than you. And Willow's kind of taken aback by the attitude and the arrogance, but then they both agree to have a good match tonight. So, not all is good in the Callis family camp. I don't know if anyone else caught this. So Callis, we come back from commercial. Callis is hyping up Fletcher. Max walks in and says, "Hey man, want to see what you're gonna? You're a very beautiful man. Want to see what you're going to do?" I need you to kick the shit out of Speedball from me, since he super kicked me last week. Fletcher then says that he doesn't take orders from him. If I do this, I'm gonna do it for me, not for you. Max then says, "Hey Don, you should teach your guys how to speak to the world champion." And then Fletcher turns around and says, "We better not be working for that asshole." No, come on, never. Why would I do that? A man that has very much done it. Yo, that is so crazy. That these niggas only took the Mike Bailey title match to kill him because Max asked. Holy fuck. Yo, I just seen they pulled Lei Ying Lee from Grand Princess. Yeah, TNA, we finna blow you up. Don't even worry. Then we get Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. And the graphic has the pink title. So salute.
Our graphics team likes us over here.
Yeah, unlike the other company who's consistently at odds with each other. It doesn't matter what time of day. Everybody hates each other here.
Ain't nobody know what the fuck going on.
They note that this wouldn't be an upset if Fletcher won because he's beaten... Or sorry, it wouldn't be an upset if Bailey won because he's beaten Fletcher before. I forgot what the reasoning was. Oh, no. It was because, I think Fletcher was attacking... Oh, no, yeah, so they were talking about how Speedball is outspeeding and outpacing Fletcher. And Don's like, well, he's stronger. And they said, does that really matter? And Don says, Shivani, when you were in school in 1940, did you learn physics? Then he brings up Mike Bailey wrestling barefoot. And he says it's disgusting and an easy way to get ringworm. And nobody could refute his fucking case because it's the truth. You just don't do it. So we get a poison Rana on the apron out of a lawn dart counter. Which is, honestly, the most asinine thing I've ever fucking seen. But it's so cool. It's fucking nonsense, but I love it. It's awesome, man.
Niggas can hoop, man.
We get an Acai Tornillo from Speedball, which catches Fletcher flush. Yeah, no, the story of this match is that Speedball is this nigga's kryptonite. Like, Kyle Fletcher has like, he struggles with guys, but Speedball was whooping his fucking ass, bro. Like, this was bad. I think this is the weakest that Fletcher has looked in a title win in a while.
Nigga said we gave fucking Kevin Knight too much. We gotta give Speedball to...
Yeah, they have to super build up Speedball now, because they've been whooping his ass for months.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Man, there were so many super kicks where he actually did kick this guy's chin into his fucking head. He hit the Tatsumaki on him, buzzsaw kicks. He hit the damn knee drop mad times. Like, Kyle Fletcher took that knee drop at least 4 times in this entire match. That desperation Michinoku driver he hit was fucking... That was the chef's kiss, man. These two are literally just magic together. Like, if you don't know what to book on your show, put these two fuckers together in whatever match you want to. Because, like, it's money no matter what. Let's see. We get a top rope brainbuster that's reversed into a top rope poison Rana. That was before the Michinoku driver. Then we get, like I was saying, we get a bunch of super kicks. We get knee drops. We get Tatsumakis. Fletcher is literally praying to God that somehow Mike Bailey just dies spontaneously so he can pin him. Because he cannot get a leg up. And then the spontaneous death comes from an Okada distraction. Mark Davis giving him the trios titles. And he stuns Bailey with the title and hits the brainbuster for 3. And then we get a fucking Brody King standby match. Because that's all Brody King gets, is standby matches. He says he wasn't prepared. He got this out of nowhere. So he's out there in his pants. In his fucking pants there. I'm not going to mention the cameo.
Lucky, but...
You said what?
Well, I said it's blasphemy, but, you know.
Yeah,
it's a Russian job. We'll let it slide.
Listen. I don't know what cameo we get here, because I had this entire Brody King segment, I was like fucking cooked. Oh yeah, I did miss Dave. Holy shit. Yeah, I fucking, because I was actually working at the same time as doing this. So I think literally as I looked away from the screen was the fucking shot of Dave of Uncle Dave being in the fucking crowd and exploding the entire. And I completely forgot. I don't know why saying Okada distraction didn't like click in my brain. Holy fuck! See, this is why I gotta start watching shit live. Because trying to watch shit at work, I can do it. It's just I do miss small things. So after fucking Dave Meltzer, man, that's my dog. Let's see. So Brody King kills that guy in like 3 seconds. Swerve attacks him post match, and then he tries to lynch him again, but this time he's ready for it. He breaks the chain, and then Swerve has to be saved, and they run away. Speedball is with Renee. He says he could complain about cheating. That's not who he is. He says that when they team with Mystico, they're gonna beat the Callis family, which very much isn't true. You're getting pinned. It's gonna be you, Speedball. It's your turn to get pinned. So we get Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Gabe Kidd, and David Finlay. I mean, we don't need to say anything about it. We know what it is. It's beating the shit out of Darby because we can.
Fuck that nigga.
As the referee is distracted, Clark attacks Orange with the damn tire iron, and then they finito these niggas with this damn pile driver.
Nigga, they hit Darby with that shit, boy.
Yeah, they hit him with everything. So post-match, they're attacking. Then they call somebody out, and Roddy comes out after his hiatus for a little bit. He ditched Orange during the tag match, and then he never appeared on TV again. He's back now. He's been called out by the War Dogs. He says, get Orange up to his feet. They throw him to him. He's about to hit him, and then he throws Orange into them, and one-man armies literally everyone. He's hitting knees. He's hitting everything. Him and Darby clear the ring, and then he reaches the hand out to him. They dap up. He takes his hand, and then Orange is able to launch himself to his feet using the momentum. How the fuck is this real, by the way? How was a real person able to do this? He got so high just off of like momentum being pulled up, and then they finally dap each other up. Roddy is back. He's fucking geeked. Him and Orange Cassidy are mutual friends of Kyle O'Reilly, so they're having a good time.
This nigga's in the conglomeration now.
That's not what was said, but we're working on it. I seen a nigga say Roderick Strong in 2026. I almost blocked him. Listen, like I said, I almost blocked him.
That's what we might as well start doing. Fuck you niggas.
So Persephone and Willow for the TBS title. This is fucking awesome, man.
Niggas hooped.
Hey, this is definitely one of those. You got two of the strongest people on your roster in a match, and they're just throwing everything they can at each other. Persephone is saving my division. Look how Willow gets to move when she's in the ring with a real hooper. Okay, this is Tony Khan's fault. We can have stuff like this all the time if we put any effort into anything on this show that wasn't an AEW title.
I mean, yeah. And honestly, you don't gotta scare him. You don't even need to put effort into it. It would be like a marginal step up if he just booked a second women's match on every show. Like, just let people that don't get to hoop ever, probably, the chance to just go out there and entertain the crowd. You'd be surprised how many people would get themselves over very quickly.
Like, goddamn, bro, we don't need no... I get what you're trying to do. I don't need jet speed on the shit every goddamn week, bro.
Yeah.
I fought with them niggas, but they on the shit every week doing nothing.
I definitely don't need Darby Allin every week.
Okay, but that one's different. That's a pet project.
Oh my god, bro.
I love Darby Allin. I can't not book him. What the fuck?
Every week?
Yes. The people love Darby Allin.
Oh.
The people love Darby Allin. Come on. Nah. What was egregious was 7 weeks straight of Sisters of Sin propaganda on both shows.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, nigga. Like, no, that was, don't get me wrong. I have nothing but love for Sisters of Sin. But y'all was occupying TV time on both shows. That's so illegal. Like, it didn't matter how much time it was. You had time on both shows, whether it was a segment, whether it was a match. You had something on both shows. Holy fuck. But then, Persephone gets bamboozled and rolled up into a backslide for the fall. I said it's insane that it's her first match post winning her title and losing like that. Like, I get that the backslide is supposed to be a flash pin, so it's kind of like unexpected and it's not a definitive win. But still, I wouldn't have booked it. Does the TBS title not have the time limit? It should have the TV time limit, right? A 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Why not
Does
just
it not?
why not just let them go to the time limit? Or not book it at all.
Nah.
Like, but do you see what I fucking mean?
Yes.
Like, what is going on here? Shuri just came off of a huge career milestone, and she just loses to Willow on free TV. Like, losing to Willow isn't the problem. It's losing in general that I have a problem with. I don't think her first loss should have been just like directly after. Why not have her, instead of her wrestling Willow, why not have her defend the CMLL title of somebody of like the same stature, maybe? So I don't know, figure something the fuck out. We could have did something like Collision or something, and then do it like a time limit draw. Like, everybody sees what I'm talking about here, so I don't know why the fuck nobody in these positions is thinking of these things. Like, I know we don't care about CMLL, but god damn, bro, we don't care like that.
Your niggas are just a means to an end, I fear.
Yeah, clearly. That shit is fucked up, man. Anyway, after we come back from commercial, Willow says she's feeling good. She elects to do double duty on Sunday. She's going to defend her TBS title against Lena Cross, and then defend the tag titles along with Harley against Lena Cross and Megan Bayne. So she's going to get folded up by Lena Cross twice. That's awesome. Hello? Nothing to say?
I have the utmost confidence. All right.
Hey.
Lena Cross, you're dead as fuck. The tag titles, that might be where, they have me. I guess I don't want to say the first time. The first few times we'll defend that shit. They have me on the ropes. Yeah, I might have said I didn't believe, but now I do. Wholeheartedly, I do. I believe our good sister can defend both. We can continue the year of Willow. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Harley Cameron can tag along too. Why not? Let's see what the issue is. Mind you, they were supposed to lose him like 2 weeks ago. We're gonna ignore that.
I mean, yeah, but injuries.
The Brawling Birds are the ones that are gonna dethrone Willow, not these fucking.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true because it was supposed to be. And you know what? We're not doing this.
Who said that? It was Sean, wasn't it?
No, nigga, you could just see it. Let's see. And in our main event, we have a party match. It's Briscoe and the Bucks, and Ciampa and FTR. Man, we don't gotta talk about this.
We don't.
We know what happened here.
But pretty fun.
It was a lot of fun, but we know what happened here, man. They killed Chicken. Chicken gets hit with the Psycho Driver in the knee, and then post match they whoop his ass, and he gets a Psycho Driver through a chair bridge. Then we go to the Hangman and Max face to face. I don't know why this wasn't on like YouTube or something. I feel like this being on TV is a little weird. Cause look what you have the people watching in the arena. But alas,
yeah, that closer show too. Pretty weird.
First question was if the match on Sunday is personal or not because of what happened last week. I forgot what they responded to. I think Hangman said it's always been personal, or no, sorry, he said it's personal, but it's always been about the title or some shit like that. I didn't write that down. Fuck that nigga. The next one asked, what are you gonna leave new fans with when they tune in? Max says that he wants them to understand that he is a real professional wrestler, and he shouldn't have to wrestle in this fucking garbage bullshit. Hangman says that Max is leaving in an ambulance, and the fans are gonna experience something special. Then the next one was about the history of Max versus Hangman. Max calls that nigga a fat ass fuck, and so it's a stupid question. Hangman only beat him because those were flukes, and he's out of and Hangman's out of bullets. The next question was asking what Hangman has taken from his previous Texas death matches. Hanger said it's his match type. He's made careers, ended them, won titles, defended them. He's gonna teach Max all about Texas death. Denise Salcedo says she wants to talk about the death matches, and in LA, she wants to know if this is going to be the convergence of all the history he has in LA, having all those different types of death matches. Hanger says that it is. They've compared him and Max for 6 years, and they finally get to finish it. Says it's going to be a bloody replay of last year. And it's Chris from Selfmade. Says he's going to ask, or he asks what happens to Hangman if he doesn't win. Max says, yeah, that's a great-ass question. Who are you? Hangman says it's not happening. Max gets them beers. Says he's going to hand it to him. Don't worry about it. He goes over to Hangman.
Stick nigga.
Okay, but he didn't do anything.
You knew something bad was gonna happen if you went over there.
Fam, he walked over, handed this nigga the beer. Hangman slapped this shit out of his hand. So, rightfully so, he threw that beer in that bitch ass nigga face, and they start brawling. They brawl out of the presser and into the arena. Security breaks them up. Max tries to use the ring, but gets hit with Deadeye. Hangman pulls out a thin wooden sheet of barbed wire, lays it on the ground, and goes to do Deadeye off the apron onto the fucking barbed wire, and Max gets free and runs for the hill as they stare each other down and the show ends. Overrun, by the way, for whatever reason.
Of course. You know Dynamite, my baby.
But this shit is ridiculous, bro. Everything here, I think you actually, no, because you do the 6-man with the fucking, yeah. Actually, no, not everything is stuck, actually. That sucks. You could have cut time.
Nah.
I did hear something that sounded like boring chants during the actual press conference part, and I can't blame them, because the end of the show, you went to a fucking, like, you went to a pre-tape that led to a segment at the end. Like, that is the easiest way to get your live crowd pissed the fuck off. So I literally can't blame the live crowd for doing that, because that was a dumb idea.
Damn, boring. So nobody asked anything spicy.
Yeah, all the questions were pretty fucking dumb.
You fucking carried by this match type? You gotta,
Look what he's carried by the way.
But you gotta fucking get the crowd involved or something. Not too much though, because fuck them niggas, but...
Yeah, I don't know. These questions were dumb. I don't know why we needed a press conference. I feel like, if anything, if you wanted to do that, whole thing, why don't you just do a YouTube stream where it's just like, oh yeah, on like a Thursday or like Tuesday or whatever. Actually, yeah, no, you should have just did it on Friday. Do a press conference on Friday at 8 p.m. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then do a Revolution press conference. You rent out a building, New Japan style, and you have a whole presser where people talk about their matches and you do the whole thing. I think that's what I love about New Japan, when it's like Super Juniors time, or it's New Japan Cup time, or it's G1 time, to see everybody in the little press conferences, because we always get something fun.
Yeah. That shit's always cool.
That's what American wrestling is missing, is the sports-based presentation. But you know what it is. Anyway, that was the week in wrestling, and I mean, it's a pretty good go home for AEW. I mean, this is a packed Dynamite. It was awesome.
The Fed. Good luck, guys.
No, not good luck. Fuck you, niggas.
I have faith they can bounce back. Revolution predictions. That is actually pretty smart. Hold on.
Revolution predictions. Let me see. Do we know what's fully on the pre-show? Are we doing like the?
Oh wow. I'm pretty sure it's Ricochet versus the 20 niggas.
Oh yeah, they noted that Tommaso Ciampa is in there. He's listed by name.
Yeah.
In this thing here.
So the Ciampa's probably getting louder for Ricochet. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jack Perry though, because that's the one that they keep telling us.
Willow Nightingale versus Lena Cross. Boom and Doom, Big Boom AJ, and Cutie Marshall versus the Infantry.
Fucking PT Marshall. All right, so I mean, I will go straight up with let me write this down. We'll start with We'll start with the pre-show and go straight down. I will say that we're getting a new national champion, and it's going to be Jack Perry, because Jack Perry has been chasing this guy for a fucking month and a half now. Why not? I'm saying that Willow's taking losses on both fronts. Obviously, Boom and Doom are beating the Infantry, because the Infantry aren't real people. And I will start from the bottom up on the main card. So obviously, the conglomeration featuring Darby Allin is beating the Dogs. They're gonna probably pin Gabe Kidd.
Good.
Actually, yeah, I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'll lock that in. It's probably gonna be wrong, but I will lock that one in because, in theory, you're not gonna have the new team of strong and I mean, unless they're gonna double Swerve us, but then you just gotta fucking die about it. So yeah, I'll lock it in. They're probably gonna pin Gabe Kidd, and it's gonna be the babyface team. I already said this. Babes and Ref are losing. Yeah, okay. Anyway,
You think 2 belts lean across?
I don't see why not. I mean, probably Willow's probably going to keep the TBS title, but because she gets banged up by Lena Cross, she's not going to be able to save Harley like she normally does, and Harley's just going to be left to the wolves. She's probably going to go 1-1 on the night, and that'll free her up from Harley Cameron for I won't say for good, but for the foreseeable future. Callis family is retaining. They're pinning Speedball, obviously. Tekla is retaining against Statlander because she has to go up against Toni Storm. Strickland is going to lynch Brody King, big style. Andrade is breaking Bandito's fingers off. I think Moxley is going to
Wait, who
beat...
you said for
which one?
Tony and Marina?
I say Tony.
Okay. And then the Don Callis family versus them Jet Speed niggas?
Is the Callis family, and Speedball's getting pinned. Moxley is winning this one because Callis is going to ruin everything for Takeshita. But like by some way or another, Callis is going to ruin that for him. FTR is obviously actually FTR should beat the Bucks, but I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. And I think that Hangman loses. I think that Max wins and Hangman loses because it'd be so weird to do all of that fuckery that we did in Fall to just turn around and give Hangman the shit back. Like, it's almost too convenient to go back to Hangman right now. And I don't think the reception for it will be good. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm usually always wrong with wrestling crowds. But I don't know. Hangman, like, there's no point to Hangman winning now. All of the gas that he had was completely emptied even before the Hook experience. Like, going into the Samoa Joe feud, it was very much, it's like I kept saying back then when Joe won. There was realistically no signs of Joe actually winning or Joe winning didn't do anything for anyone but Joe. But you know how it is.
Change Max's broke ass life. He ended up winning that fucking fatal 4-way.
Yeah. He said, wait, what?
You're talking about the... Oh no, you're talking about the fucking hooking thing. Never mind, my fault.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But yeah, man, I don't know.
I hope Joe just comes back and never acknowledges them niggas, but I know he can't do that. Let's see. Where do I disagree? I obviously disagree on that Willow shit. I wish Jet Speed plus Mystico could win, but that's not happening. I think Brody King goes fucking extreme diff with fucking Swerve, but I do ultimately think he's getting hold somehow. I want Bandito to win, but I also need La Sombra to be a bit higher up on the card than where he is now. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I think Moxley's losing like shit too. I think he's dead as fuck.
Now, I would agree normally, but leading up to this match is everybody saying, "Hey, we're gonna help you," and Takeshi going, "No, I don't need your fucking help." In a group that is very much for, like, everybody's bought into the family aspect, and Takeshi has pretty much called it.
Yeah. Takeshi getting Randy Orton in 2004 was a good year. Damn, Hangman really is never gonna be able to fucking challenge for that shit ever.
Yeah.
Hope you like the sound of fucking trying to fight either John Moxley again or fucking Kazuchika Okada whenever he's
That guy's gonna be evil by the end of the fucking month.
Yeah, that would be tough.
He's gonna be a fucking scumbag by the end of the month.
Give me Black Hat and I'll be happy as fuck.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, man, I don't fucking know, but this is gonna be a very, very fun weekend for sure.
Next week. Yeah, because we still got fucking Collision to watch too. The El Clone.
Clone Gaming. You know what it is. Anyway, that's all we've got for this week. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night and Godspeed.
Goodbye, gang.